Right, Shalom, Shalom. It's GmsLouisianaSaints coming back at you with another.
Hold on. Where it?
Good. Right, Shalom, Shalom. It's GmsLouisianaSaints coming back at you with another camp, man. As prior to getting started, as we always do, like to give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Occams that's pushing the truth and sincerity. All right? And pan the camera around again, all right? It's the energy of the earth you're looking at right here, man. All right? We're in the season of Hallows Eve, all right? And the mass majority of our people don't understand that the customs that they're following through costumes and particular things like that, they don't understand that this goes back into a heathenistic custom, man. All right? Our people just really don't understand anything. But we know one thing they're going to understand. They're going to understand when the Lord executes judgment in the earth, all right? Because we are at the end of all things, man. We're at the tip of the iceberg, as one would say, all right? And when you just look around, okay, the vibration of the people alone show you we at the end, all right? Inflation prices, supply shortages, everything just points towards, the end of a kingdom, man.
Systemic collapse on all levels.
Yeah, on all levels, man. When you got the National Guards filling in for bus drivers to drive the children back and forth to the school, you at the end of all things, man. It's a shortage of teachers. You got National Guards filling in for them.
Police.
Everything is coming from police and military. Anything have a shortage, send the National Guard and the police in them. That's a raise a red flag, man. All right? It's certain things that identify when crisis or particular things about to happen. All right? And this end that's coming, it ain't gonna be, they got the crisis actors where they, in Dallas and the different school shootings in particular. The Lord, it ain't gonna be no acting in this day, man.
It's not gonna be a drill. It's gonna be an actual incident.
Right? Because people, and what they doing, the upper elites, they're getting people's minds accustomed to simulations of particular things. All right, let's see what they would do in this type of pandemic or this crisis or this. All right, so what they're doing again, they're running simulations to see the reactions of the people, man. And the people reacting right according to plan. All right, they lift the mask mandates, and Jake still run around with 2 masks on. All right, it's just our people just gone, man. All right, and they need to be gone.
Hey, I will say something too. What they're doing the final quarter crunch. That's why you got that thing called Black Friday. What they're doing at the end of the year, they all crunch the numbers for these different retail spots to get the last of the last. Really, the country really being the red or the burgundy or really the black. Really being the black. That's why they call it Black Friday, which goes back to slavery, slave sales and shit. But this place don't have those old, growing up, you brothers remember growing up coming out of Canal Street? This bitch used to be riddled with
little lights.
Yeah, it's gone. The thrill is gone, man.
Big ass tree. You remember the Christmas tree
right there?
Yeah, I know exactly where it
It
was.
be on the balcony over there.
Yeah, it was.
It used to be a feeling when you once came down here. It'd be cold and shit.
Yeah.
It's gone.
You really don't see anybody in Halloween's tomorrow. And you really don't see anybody in costumes out here on a Saturday.
Yeah. It's gone, man. The old spirit is broken.
Get Isaiah 24 where it says the mirth and the joy is gone. Yeah, like he said, most of these people look like on costumes anyways, with their regular look, man.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, they look.
You just naturally ugly, man. A lot of you motherfuckers just naturally got a costume.
Yeah, they got a costume on. Yeah.
Like we went one time, he told a chick, take that mask on, let me see the underbite. A lot of you motherfuckers need them masks on, man.
Horrible fight.
Yeah, you need them masks on, man.
Yeah. We're coming into the winter, and it's looking like this is going to be that dark winter they were talking about, because they
said winter. You tell you something's going on. You see all the planes flying with the chemtrails and shit. They said winter is 2 months ahead of time. Yeah, it'll be warm right now.
And
Right now we don't.
you know all the information right now with the big pokey, the jab. You're starting to have a bunch of breakthrough cases of people catching baby's kids who got the jab, and they're talking about how it's ruining people's immune system. So once the weather goes down and it's winter, what do you think's gonna happen?
Even by this brother house. Y'all see, it's going to be more and more planes. They send them crashes coming from the pilots taking that thriller, man.
And getting blood clots in their brain.
Yeah, because when you go up, the higher you go, like this brother, if he had a surgery, working on his body, he can't go get on the airplane after have a surgery to get blood clots. So these pilots that took the thriller and went up there flying the goddamn planes and have an episode up there, man.
Kill everybody on the
Yeah, one motherfucker out here just crashed the plane on the highway. Hey, I seen somebody dash cam. That bitch is room crashing. Hit a truck and then went over in the ditch, man.
Yeah, there was I think you posted that video. Not that the video you posted where everybody who got the pokey, they were shaking and convulsing and crying. Oh, you posted it? It was a 4-minute video of people that got the pokey and they were shaking, convulsing. One guy was on the ground. He knew he was dead. His body was just still moving while he was dead.
I hold it back in their head, foaming and shit.
Shit, on top of that, on top of the supply chain shortage, you're also having an energy shortage as well of natural gas, coal, oil, propane, which a lot of people use to heat their houses. So what do you think is going to happen when winter hits and there's a fuel shortage and people can't heat their homes? Not just that, but they've got rolling blackouts going on over in China due to energy shortages. And energy shortages is going to further exacerbate the supply chain issue because you need oil to fill those ships that bring the goods here. So if they don't have the oil to get the goods here, what's going to happen? Those goods can't get here, which is going to further exacerbate all the issues. It's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm of collapse that's quickly coming to not just the entire world, but especially Babylon the Great. This is the cherry on top of the judgment and destruction to come.
And the supply chain, all right, that shortage in that supply chain, that's going to get it popping. That's going to have the uprising raising up. And what they did, they brought in the National Guards for that as well. You don't see the pattern? All right, it's a pattern of things, man. All right, the upper elites, they move strategically. Everything is put in place, all right, for the reaction to this, all right? What it is, reaction, solution.
Problem, reaction,
problem,
solution.
reaction, solution, man. That's the method, all right? And they don't veer from it or go from it.
And what this brother's saying, too, remember we talked about that? They want to massage them soldiers in, too.
Yeah.
They continue seeing them all the time. It's a norm.
Yeah, it's a norm.
So when they transition you from driving buses to the actually driving you out to the FEMA camp, it's going to be like a normal thing.
People going to trust them. Yeah, in order to, like you say, in order to get somebody basically to drop their guards, you got to gain their trust, man. All right? And to have them interact with the people, all right? Even the police. Notice the police, like this brother always bring out, they got level 3 gear, and they even asked the police is petitioning to get the old military gear from the old stuff the military use, man, because they have been upgraded. All right, so your everyday little centurions or whatever there is, they petitioning across the United States to get the old military gear to wear. So even you're gonna start seeing on the everyday little blue shirt cops and level 3 gear vests, just walking around. So you could get accustomed to the look. Because that's the times we coming in, man. All right? If I say the M word, the ML word, is it good? The ML.
M-Law.
It's good?
Yeah.
So,
Extenuating circumstance.
yeah, at the end, listen, we already in the soft stage of martial law, man. All right? It's no jobs. All right? It's semi-chaotic. But when you check the news, your local news, the deaths is unheard of. It's unheard of. 8 shot, 8 kills, 7 hit, 9. It's ridiculous to this point, man. All right?
Y'all brothers have noticed ever since on the Sleepy Joe, they said anything past a level 4, anything with 4 people shot, they consider a mass shooting.
Yeah.
They've been pushing that mass shooting thing hard.
People now so brainwashed, they want Joe to come in and take the guns now, you know?
Yeah.
They begging him. You know, like you said, you've been conditioned so long, 15, 20 years, that's how he do it. He slowly turned the fire up on you, you know? If you turn it all the way up, then you gonna go out in the streets and protest and want to riot and shit. But if you just slowly do it with the media and shit and through other little, YouTube influences, it's just a matter of time, man.
They got that metaphor for the boiling frog. You can't,
the word in my mouth. Go ahead.
you can't throw a frog into a pot of boiling water. You put him in there, and it's lukewarm, and then you get it warmer and warmer until you cook him alive.
Yeah.
And hey, everything that our apostles and elders all the way down to us have been talking about over these past years, we're seeing all these different puzzle pieces form the whole picture. Now we're starting to see why the Department of Homeland Security bought 260 million hollow point rounds. They bought it to put you people down dead in the streets like dogs. And then what do we got going on right now? Ammunition shortage, 9mm, different calibers.
Everything. No, man.
Yeah. We definitely in that season. Give me Job 6 and 15 or 17.
It's Job 16 and 15. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook,
Yep.
and as the stream of brooks, they pass away,
Keep going.
which are blackish by reason
Yep.
of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid.
Yep, go ahead.
What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they're consumed out of their place.
Right. So listen, the temperature and even the seasons ain't the same, man. All right. 1 minute it's hot, 1 minute it's cold. All right. You got all kind of things going on, man, in this society, bro. Okay. It's head, bro. If you're not focusing on what's going on, it's gonna be issues, man. We already got the issues, man. Just when you look around, it's no centurions. The police is clearly defunded. All right, it's activity on all sides, man, on all levels. You go to the money situation, they're inflating, blowing that up, man. All right, they're coming at you with these different alternatives, Bitcoin, particular things. They're not trying to save the money or switch to different money, man. All right, what it is, the central business. I mean, central bank, digital bank,
CBDC.
Right, the CBDC, all right, is trying to get you to integrate over into this new way. All right, it's a new way of currency, man. All right, through
It's going into a digital cashless society.
This is gonna happen, man.
yeah,
This is what's happening in this society. This is the transition that's happening, man.
and what you see happening here, all right, they want to get the world to get this big pokey right here. Give me Revelation 13. All right, it says right here, this RFID, man. This is the end game, man. All right, so the end of all things is at hand. We're living in the prophecy of which this brother about to read, that John the Revelator saw years ago, man. All right, and when he seen it, okay, he gave his vision of it, but now we understand the vision, man. All right,
And we already know it's almost here because you pretty much getting to the point to where our videos can get taken down. We're pretty much getting to the point to where videos can get taken down for talking about that charagma.
Yeah.
So you know that move is about to be made. But this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma.
yeah, a charagma. Go ahead.
In their right hand or in their forehead.
Right, read it again, Salaki.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
God, this is Revelation 13, verse 16.
Yeah.
And he causeth all,
Yeah.
both, and that, if I can say real
Yeah.
quick, that he is your elites out here, your Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, you name it.
Get that word cause it. Look that word cause it up. Get that in the group. Read it. Go ahead.
Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all,
Yep.
both small and great,
Yep.
rich and poor, free and bond to receive a charagma
Yeah.
in their right hand
Yeah.
or in their foreheads.
Yep. So the heat, and see what this word calls it as, man. Like he told you, this the super rich elite, man. All right? And they ain't just come up with this plan 2 years ago. All right? This plan been in the works. When it came from the paper dollar or whatever to the cards, then from the cards to the chips on the cards. All right? They're what? Training the mind. Getting the mind ready, man. You can't just get into another currency. You got to kill the old one and then usher in, walk the new one in. All right? That's with anything. You see?
And hey, they're also subliminally preparing you people to get your foreheads or your hands scanned. Because when this whole situation began, when they were taking people's temperatures, what did they do? Scanned your forehead, or you put your hand to check your temperature?
Yeah, they if you notice, most of the commercials are nowadays, y'all don't see everything is digital. They don't plague your mind in a way. Everything is self-kept, like you know, you don't gotta work, you just scan and you go to your Walmarts, everything is scan and go. They got the Amazon store out in New York, it's just all everything is automatic, all right? And Amazon is hand in hand with that, man. All right, to the Internet of Things. So what you do, you go on the internet, that's connected to everything is connected in. They're making it to where, huh?
To service.
Yeah, to service, man. They're gonna have the people on one big server. What that movie is when it was Minority Report. All right, yeah, that movie came out, it was futuristic looking, man.
Hey, Eagle-Eye too.
Eagle-Eye. They got a lot of movies that really tell you, all right, what the end game is. All right, and it's the truth, man.
Where it is, it's Rod Rocks, and the last word is
Grapho.
Grapho. You go to Grapho Records. Records is what? Kept on what? Service.
Yeah.
Just like Facebook. Facebook's gonna change their name to Meta.
Meta, yeah.
Go look up something called metadata.
Yeah.
It's a collection of information, a collection of data, man. Mm-hmm. That's what these power elites are getting into. Yes. Collecting your records.
Yeah.
All right, we can't say the name, but everybody out here getting the you know what in their own, but it's also getting them ready to become. Even your guy Richard from Boston said, walking transmitters, man.
Yeah.
Put that graphene in it.
Yeah.
And then
Put the graphene in it, man.
The towers. Those towers, I got you, man. Those towers gonna also be the what? The connection of power. That's gonna be a power source. Go ahead.
You're exactly right, and I agree with y'all. What we got to understand from the very beginning is attacking the seed. You know what I mean? Lots of times it was attacking the seed from the very beginning. And just touching on his point, what they trying to do is, we know that the Most High is omnipresent, right? And we know that Hasatan was the Most High.
Who?
Hasatan.
Who is Hasatan?
Satan.
Okay. Oh, you say Shaitan.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
All right.
So we know that from the very beginning, he wants to be like the Most High.
Now,
The only way he can do that is like he was just saying. He wants to be omnipresent, so that's why they're trying to connect him so he can be where, I guess, he could be everywhere.
right. According to the scriptures, who is Satan? I see.
Hasatan?
Yeah.
The devil.
All right. Who is it? According to the
Because
scriptures.
in the Bible, when you read the scriptures, there's two Satans, in a sense. There's a spiritual demon Satan. There's a physical counterpart that works through people on the earth that's Satan.
Right.
Because when you get into the scriptures, you understand that Satan is pretty much works for the Most High. He actually
Correct.
does
Have you considered myself as Job? Honestly, I get that, I understand it. So I mean, but I was just adding to this point, or with your point as well, to like, we know that, like again, the white man, or you want to say whoever the case may be, wants to be, like how they controlling the world, how they controlling everything. So I was just, adding to it.
No. You're right. You're on point, my brother. And again, that's his end goal. All right. It says that he shall be as the Most High. Now give me Jeremiah 26. What's his Most High? Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2. Get that second time you got it on there. It says that he shall be as the Most High. Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
Yeah, this is what you would say.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that falling away had to happen to the children of Israel, as you spoke. And I got you, bro. Let me kind of finish that? Go ahead, read it again. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
And that man of sin goes back to who? Shaitan, right? Who we know on the earth now is the so-called white man, but he's what? Esau Edom, according to the scriptures. All right, you get that?
But let me touch base on this.
Go ahead.
Just to touch base on bread. So the bread is the same thing pretty much with the Messiah said in Matthew. You know what I mean? Don't let no man deceive you. We know in Revelation 12:9 what he talking about. That Apostle trying to deceive the whole world.
So-called white man.
So-called white man.
So-called white man.
Like I said, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a war in heaven with the Most High God and Satan clashing in the heavens. There's no such thing.
The book of
Everything-
Enoch has nothing to do with the Bible. It's a whole false fake.
You
I'm
gotta
not
say-
even touching bases on the book of Enoch or Jubilees and none of that different stuff. I'm just speaking, you know what I mean, the regular, you know what I mean? But what I'm out here saying is I actually agree with you guys are doing what you're saying. I'm just coming from a different aspect. Like I said, everything got to be considered.
That's cool. But we in the physical. Give me 1 Corinthians 9.
But what do we
Hold
deal with?
on. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 where it says how big is not that which is first spiritual, but not give me that. Because see, even walking in the flesh or the physical, we still got to understand the physical. That's why it says a spiritual man judging all things spiritual, but you still in the physical.
Correct.
So you can't just jump over to the spiritual, where some things are spiritual. All right, we're not. All things are spiritual, but you still got to know the measure between spiritual and physical, man. Go ahead,
This is 1 Corinthians.
hold on, read. Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 46. Howbeit, that was not first, which is spiritual.
See, now why would it say that?
That was not first.
Was not first. Read again for me.
1 Corinthians 15 and 46. Howbeit, that was not first, which is spiritual.
That is not first, which is spiritual. I thought it was spiritual first. So you got to get the understanding of that. Go ahead. All right.
But
I
that,
got you. What? Read. Go ahead.
but that which is natural,
Yup.
and afterward that which is spiritual.
See? So you got to listen. You don't understand that
Who wrote First Corinthians?
Paul wrote.
Apostle Paul.
Apostle Paul. Go to where he going at.
We sitting right here. We playing.
I'm not playing it.
I'm
I'm
not
saying
playing
that
this
I
man.
agree with y'all, but at the same time, I'm saying that like everything starts from a spiritual realm. Not because we deal with those principalities. And all those
We didn't say that. I never said that ain't the way things operate and work. You're not listening to what I'm saying, bro.
You just said that first.
You
said
said
that
everything
first
is
not
spiritual.
You said first is not spiritual, but it's physical.
No, I didn't say that. You just saying even the physical things, you look at spiritual. I get that. I agree with you when you say that. Understand where I'm going at this. You saying you looking at Esau on a spiritual level, but it's also a physical counterpart. We trying to explain that to you, like, no, it's spiritual.
No, I know that.
Okay, so
But you're trying to put. We're telling you that in Revelation,
that's the physical man.
that's an actual.
That's an
man.
actual man.
Hey, get
No, it says
Isaiah 14. Oh, Lucifer, continue to read.
He got us there.
I'll get the word from
Yes, go ahead. Isaiah 14. I will ascend
Whoa.
Whoa.
This was
That's cool.
he ain't going.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
Yup.
son of the morning?
Who Lucifer is to you? What is Lucifer? Do you know who is Lucifer?
Time. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. You want me to say the white man? Is that what
No.
it is?
No, I don't want you to say the white man. I want you to say exactly what you said. Go ahead. We're going to show you who that Lucifer is.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Right, it said this so-called Lucifer weakened the nations.
Right. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
What?
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north.
Keep going.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
I will be like the Most High. What?
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit,
Keep going.
that they see, they shall narrowly look upon thee.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and say what? Come on.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
You heard that?
Yeah.
What it says?
Is this the man that made the earth true?
So earlier it said Lucifer. But this is what we're trying to tell you. You're looking at it as you looking for Lucifer and Satan as a spiritual thing. This is actually talking about an actual man being Lucifer, or the quote unquote the devil. But the word Satan just means adversary. The word devil just means deceiver.
Right.
The so-called white man is that man that put himself in the congregation of another. Yeah, that's a man.
I'm not disagreeing with these. I think we coming from different perspectives, but not really understand each other. I think we both agreeing on the same thing. But I think the wording or whatever the case may be a little different because, like you just said, you agree that it's spiritual, but at the same time, I agree that it's physical.
How can you bypass the physical to get to the spiritual? How can you do that?
What you mean? How can you buy?
How can you, if you don't understand what's going on spiritual, it's physical, how can you understand the spiritual?
But we all were spiritual first before we became physical.
But didn't we fall?
But why did we fall? Why did we fall?
That's irrelevant.
Why, no, it's not.
Okay?
Why did we fall?
We fell because we went off.
Why
So
did we
did
fall?
it,
Because we were spiritual
all
first.
right, hold
We
on.
guarded, right?
Give me Genesis 6 where it says that my spirit shall not always strive with man. Is it 6? Know where it's at?
Yeah.
Get
Right,
that.
I know that.
Okay, so you gotta understand. You just like, we moving in the spirit, we doing this. You gotta get the thorough understanding that it's less
I
than
just said I agree that it's physical as well.
I know, but
What I'm saying is, I think where the disagree is coming from is that I'm saying that everything starts spiritually, and you're saying that everything starts physical.
No. Everything starts spiritual. But in order to understand the spiritual, you gotta understand the physical. You gotta understand the things you clearly see. Well, get that in the scripture where it said you gotta see the natural before you can see the spiritual. Because the natural man can't judge that which is spiritual. Isn't Romans, huh? Because you see what he's doing, right? Go ahead, you guys.
So you said we fell, right?
Yeah. He said why.
He
He said why we fell.
Why did we fall?
You can't ask a question with a question.
Man, slick, man.
Bro, do you know why we fell?
Pass the man.
Let's ask you, do you know why we fell?
Yeah, I know why.
Did we fall in the spiritual realm or the physical realm?
The
first?
spiritual.
We fell in the spiritual realm
Yes.
first?
Because if you think that the Garden of Eden was physical, then that's where we made the mistake.
You don't believe the Garden of Eden is physical?
So why did he put him? I do believe that it was spiritual, but he took it away, correct?
Whoa.
You can't find the Garden of Eden right now. So
It's still here. You know where is it?
Where is it?
Where did civilization start at?
In Africa.
You don't understand the
No.
No, it doesn't start there. Get Galatians 4
Give me a
26.
map.
Civilization didn't start there, bro.
Got it.
Let's call it fertile crescent. Which
I never heard of it.
which
By the
look
end
it
of
up.
the thing.
Which it's in Genesis 2.
Is it Genesis?
Yeah. Which
Genesis what?
I think it's in like
2. Yeah, I got it. Genesis. So you said that.
Genesis 2. And all things for existence started there, man. Which today is known as the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Around the region of the
Galatians
land of Israel.
4:26.
Which in the Bible was known as the land of Canaan. Before it was called Israel.
Genesis 2. Genesis 2 and what?
It's
What
right
about
there.
verse 8?
Yeah, around verse 8.
Get the Galatians 4:26. Because hey, contrary to you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, contrary to popular belief, the whole world believes the motherland is Africa, right?
Hey, get Galatians 2.
We got it. We got it.
Right. Africa is a continent.
Right? Yeah, but civilization, people believe that was the first place, right? Right. That's what you just said. I'm not trying to trick you, bro. Yeah, read that.
4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Wait a minute. I thought Africa was the motherland. You was reading, showing you the motherland. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's the mother of us all.
Correct.
You always see people saying Africa is the motherland.
That's the continent of the motherland. What you just read, yes, because we understand that it was no Israel with Abraham and Isaac. It was no Israel.
What do you think Abraham was doing his voyages at? Going through.
Let me ask you this. If Israel was not established yet. So that's why that says what that says. But Africa or the
Israel wasn't established. When, brother?
that nation was not established.
Israel.
Jacob not getting the name.
We wasn't
Oh,
established.
That's what
you're saying that? No. He would have said that.
That's what I'm saying. We know. Come on, you know what I'm saying.
No. Say what you saying, because we don't know what you're saying.
Nah,
You
you know what I'm
gotta
saying.
No, you
Like I
gotta
said,
be
it wasn't
specific what you saying. He wasn't saying that.
I was
He
saying
was
that.
saying Israel is
Right
a
what he's saying.
What Jacob name was changed to?
That's time.
Get out of here.
Okay, so you were speaking of that?
Correct. So it wasn't established
Well,
yet.
see that.
But it was promised, but
I
it
thought
wasn't
you said
established yet.
Israel as a people
It was
wasn't
promised, but
established.
it wasn't established yet. So you agree or disagree?
What you mean? It wasn't established yet. During what
If you
time?
look at everything as spiritual, then you
During
know
that time, we just read Galatians. So what I'm saying is, I think the whole face of the argument, or the disagreement was that Africa is not the original place, right?
That's not the homeland.
That's not the house, not the homeland when Israel wasn't even established yet.
What you mean? Just read it.
So where's
which is
Eden?
above just
Where's
was free.
Eden? Where's Eden?
He just told you that.
Huh? I don't know.
Hey,
You can't ask the question.
Hey.
You can ask.
hey, bro. Hey,
I'm on.
tell him. You don't know. Tell
I
him.
don't know. What Eden mean?
You seem like you're trying to teach and learn at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's confusing.
I don't know. You
I am
should be
both.
learning, taking notes.
As I
asking
just
questions.
said, tell me, bro.
Bro, Eden means paradise.
Paradise.
The earth was a paradise.
Earth. What does it mean in Hebrew? Eden? It means
done. It's paradise.
it does.
But here's the question though. Getting back to what you said.
See, that's the part they're talking about. It does. Like you coming with a load.
Loaded
You
gun.
coming with a
I'm
loaded
not
gun,
just
loaded
gonna take-
question. You
I'm
might
just-
well just get to the point. Just get to
At
the
the
point,
end,
bro.
I'm not just gonna take it.
We cool with that. We cool with that too.
What's your nationality?
You definitely studied some other stuff.
You a Hebrew what? Just Hebrew? That's it?
If you want to keep Israelite, whatever.
So you're Israelite. So you saying that you as a people, you come from the lineage, wasn't established during the time
Abraham,
of the
Isaac,
nation?
it was not. And what I'm saying is, yes, what he just read is what Paul was talking about when it was established. But in the garden, in Africa, it wasn't established yet. That's why Africa is the original name. Like that's what I'm saying.
You helping him. He wouldn't say that.
But
I'm
getting
getting you
my
with
point.
All right, it's cool. We can move on.
No, he going. See, he getting that whole thing mixed up. The Most High been dealing with Israel as a state. It was before they
I
was
said
called.
that though. I said
Before they
it
was
already
called.
promised. I already said that.
Before they was called Israel, the Lord was dealing with them as the Adamites. All right? And them same people, Adam, Eve, and there was many other
Show me the
people.
Bible where it say Adamites.
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
It's not for you. It's not for you. It's not for you, Shorty. It's not for you, Shorty. Bro.
Shorty doo-wop, huh?
It's not for you. But it was Genesis 5 and 1.
It says Adamites.
That's the family. That's the family.
You gotta do more studying to
That's
find
what
that
I
out
said.
though.
I'm okay with studying, but you just said the Adamites. Show me the Bible where it says
The
Adamites.
scripture not as technical for you. How it's gonna be. Listen, ice goes into family. They got ice. Ice goes into the families of the person. When you add ice on to the end of the word, what it means? It goes into the remainder of the man's seed. That's all it means, the lineage. So when you see Gadites, Hamites, come on, man. That's simple. You looking for little small nuances and technicalities.
At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, you can't tell me to find something.
No, that's cool. Everything is not worded the way you want it to be worded in the scriptures to suit you.
No,
You looking
that's
for
you.
Hold on. You just asked where the Adamites.
But then you just asked me where I.
But you looking for small technicalities and nuances in the scriptures just to feed your ego. But that don't work like that.
Nah,
the words and scriptures is wrote for our learning.
Ego, anything. I'm here to reason together and discuss things.
I get that. You said where are Adamites? Adamites are the families of Adam that came down through his line. That's simple, bro.
I'm just saying this.
He's saying where is that in the Bible?
Is it okay if I can disagree with that?
It's okay. You can.
So Adam don't have no son?
So what's your point? Yeah, he don't. All right. So that's Adamites. Families of Adam. All right. So what's your point?
I believe that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what's your angle? What you saying?
Why is the entire conversation that we've had for that 10 minutes is one sentence?
Ask them the question, bro.
So what you're not with us on? All right. Let's deal with that.
I mean,
I'm not going to ask you a question.
I don't know nothing. What are y'all?
That's like I feel like I know nothing. Like I know nothing.
What we're on, all right, is teaching the nation of the nation of people, the 12 tribes of Israel, according to the scriptures, is God's chosen people. The other nations, all right, we're teaching them their judgment. Also, we're teaching our own people their judgment and what's coming to them. All right, that's the whole of the ministry. Okay, and we're calling back these people unto repentance into their power, that they may serve our power in the land.
So it is 12.
Come on, man.
These 12, yeah, right up.
Come on.
That's what you said.
Get Ezekiel, we know where he's going. Go ahead.
One sentence.
So you said that Judah,
Literally one
sentence.
Literally one sentence from an entire philosophical conversation.
Different.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's one nation
For
with
my,
people in the same nation. All right? Israel is one nation with different tribes. All right? Just like when you get Chinese people, you got what?
Camera's picking up your
No,
talking.
right?
I'm really
Hold on.
asking.
Like,
I
you got.
don't mean to be like,
You agree with me on this? When you get Chinese, you got what? Vietnamese. You got other families, but you know that's of the same same lineage, right?
Hey, bro.
You agree with me as a yes or no, bro? That's all. You don't have to, but that's neither here nor there. So Israel is a nation of people with different tribes in the same nation.
Right.
All right. Jacob had 12 children. Did not they have one father?
Right.
Okay. So that makes them, just because you got a brother or whatever it may be, y'all may have what similarities and differences, but y'all bloodline still go back to your father. Don't matter. All right. So it's just different nations. I mean, it's one nation, different tribes.
I just don't agree.
Okay. What
I
you
agree with this.
You agree with what? Judah is the Negro.
I agree with that.
Well, if you agree with that, then you will automatically by default know the rest. You think all of them Negroes? You think they all niggas? Negroes? Niggas and Negroes, come on, man.
Nah. I mean,
You tight, you getting tight.
Nah, I ain't getting tight. I don't agree that. I agree that.
You know what
that
you
look
agree,
like us,
man?
the people that look like us.
All right,
regardless if they
color-wise.
Haitian or whatever the case may be.
So Israel can only be black. Black people is Israelites. That's it.
The people, yes, the people
Give
that
me
look
Jeremiah
like us.
12
No,
and
not
9.
the people.
Give me Jeremiah
Hold on,
12.
no. Let me correct that. Let me run back on my statement.
Give me Hosea 8.
Not only people that look like us is Israelites. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying traveling Jews.
Okay, what
You know,
about the
I don't think
Only
I think these regardless if we still lost, but at the same time, I don't think they ever left. I don't think they ever left the continent.
You don't think they never left the?
Well, not them. I'm sorry. I don't think these tribes ever left the continent.
Hey, give me Esdras, second Esdras, because you got to understand. First of all, these is two kingdoms. You got the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is the southern, and the rest is the northern kingdom. All right, you got to understand that the northern kingdom. He about to read it. All right, you say you never think that the northern kingdom left the continent. Well, it's about to go ahead.
So you said all these different tribes they went into the transatlantic slave trade too.
They went into the transatlantic slave trade. They was already over here.
They had their own too. Cause they got put
You
on.
said Ephraim, who was over right over here?
Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans. They went into the.
So you said they was already over here.
Because what do you think? They took the so-called the Gadites and the Ephraimites. They took them to something called Seville, Spain. They put them on slave ships from the Americas and brought them to Seville, Spain.
So you said they left before us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Get it for you.
You gotta
We're gonna get it.
You
Yeah,
gotta
we're gonna get
understand. You mind if I get 2 Kings 17 real quick with the Assyrian captivity?
Right, because I want you to understand too. When the Lord was walking the earth, only these 3 tribes was in the Lord. The Lord called Jesus Christ. When he was walking the earth in the time of the Roman Empire, these 3 tribes were the only ones that was in the land. These other
Benjamin and Levi.
These are Benjamin Levi. These other 10 tribes was in captivity. Then they left to come to the Americas. That's in the Bible.
Yeah, you gotta understand like the different historical periods. You had the Assyrian captivity, where it was started off with Tiglath-Pileser III, who was the king of Assyria. One of his policies when he conquered an area was to displace the people in that country and bring in foreigners. And then that was furthered by his successor, Shalmaneser V, which is what it's going to say in 2 Kings 17. I'm going to start at 23. Until the Lord removed Israel, talking about the northern kingdom outside of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Where they remove him to?
He removed them. It started off with Tiglath-Pileser III, then it went to Shalmaneser V, and they removed them out of their lands in Israel into different parts of the Assyrian Empire. And then he put Hamites. You getting real specific.
Nah, because that's what
Go
I'm
look
trying
it
to
up.
tell you.
Go
They
look it
never-
up. I'm
They
reading
never.
it.
They never.
It says they left the land.
They left the land of Israel, but they never came over here. We were the only.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get in. We're gonna answer.
You
all
believe the
questions.
Bible, huh? You believe in the Apocrypha in the Bible, man?
All right.
You don't know.
This is 2 Kings 17:23 again. We're gonna read through it. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit Second Esdras, and it should make sense. Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and Cutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. So as it said, So as it said, the Lord used the kings of Assyria to remove the northern kingdom out of the land and place heathens into the land. Now, when we jump to 2 Esdras 13, it elaborates on it more. This is 2 Esdras 13, verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser V, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Give me a picture of a map real fast.
Assyria.
So they went to. You said they just went to Samaria, right?
No, the heathens, when Shalmaneser took the northern kingdom out of their land, he put heathens into the land of Samaria, which is another name for the lands that the northern kingdoms were in Israel. But they were scattered across the Assyrian Empire, which is all in that Fertile Crescent area, like your Iraq, Iran.
Wait, hold up. You gotta get the head of yourself.
Yeah,
Get the head of yourself, man.
the Bible's not going to say America. It's not going to say Joe Biden's president. It's not going to say any of that in it.
Just give me the, what you got? Just give me the map.
Information on Arzareth.
Let me see your phone.
So if you said what you just said to me, I'm looking for nuances and technicality.
Yeah.
So when we go and read Deuteronomy and all that different stuff, it talks about they go to foreign land and all that different stuff, right? So how we know it's here now?
What you mean? How we know it's him?
If you just said, just based on
I
what
said
just
you is doing that.
I know. Can I just say that? It's on the camera. I said if I'm doing that, you just said that I'm doing that, right? So when we go to Deuteronomy 68, right? And they talked about they bringing us to a foreign land. How we know that it's here?
How we know? Because it says it.
It says
clearly-
America?
Get Deuteronomy 68. It don't say America literally. Get
Get
Deuteronomy
that phone. Get that.
28 and 68.
Bro, out the on your phone.
Okay.
Out the which one?
But that's
on Arzareth.
what you got to do.
America
Is
known as the
you got
land
to
of
prove
the
my
Lord.
point. Go ahead, let
All
it
right, America is known as the land of the Lord. All right, or what? The
The
daughter
land
of
of the
Babylon, the land of the north. All right, the
You got
north
many other
country.
names.
It's many names. The daughter of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. the land of the north. It
See,
got
what
plenty
you
names,
what
man.
you fumbling over is pretty much this. The scriptures are written in dark parables, all right, allegories. You're looking at everything literal. You're looking at things
I just
literal.
told y'all look at things.
You can't.
But you fumbling though.
I'm not fumbling.
Yes,
Listen,
it is.
come on, y'all,
Hey, listen to this.
Finish the rest of that.
This is second entrance. This is second
Hold on,
entrance
this your
13. I'm gonna read 40 again and go down to 45. Those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser the fifth, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
And where was that?
If mankind never dwelt there, how were they here first?
Hold on. What did it? We all
That
went,
makes
hold on,
sense,
hold on,
right?
hold on. I'm trying to get you to think. Now we all went to school, right? When Christopher Columbus came over here, what did they call the Americans? The new what?
New World.
The New World.
But if going back to my
Did it
question,
not?
if man,
Did
if man never
not?
dwelt here,
Did it
how were
not?
they here first?
Hold on.
That makes sense.
Did it not call the Americas
I don't.
the
That's
New
what
World?
Christopher Columbus said. That dude
He don't-
off, bro.
I know that, but it's
He thought he
he's-
was going to India. That's why he called the people Indians.
No,
Come on,
you
stop
actually you trying to wiggle out of this, man.
Sorry, did he?
You're trying to wiggle out of this, man.
Solomon came over here too.
They called the Americas
know about
the New World. Okay, go ahead.
that.
Where never mankind
Nobody
dwelt.
was over here.
Nobody's well here.
Before they came over, nobody was over here.
Nobody
So when
lived
Christopher
here.
Columbus came over here, nobody was here.
No, you're not understanding
He
what
not
I'm saying.
understanding that.
I'm not understanding.
I'm saying-
I'm sorry. I'm not understanding.
You're ahead of yourself. Calm down, bro. Just calm down. When this account happened, these 10 tribes was going to be the first ones over here. This is the first account of them actually being over here. Then there's other accounts of what's his name?
It's a good conversation.
King Solomon
Solomon said,
coming up, he was sitting in a navy ship of
Over here.
but he never dwelt here. He came
It
over
wasn't
here.
a permanent base of operations. Like they come over here
Yeah.
and take animals and gold and bring it
and
back.
bring it back.
And that's
But they
why
would
those-
never had a permanent colony over here.
That's why you had those so-called Africans that were working for King Solomon.
The
They
Olmecs.
were leaving Olmecs heads over here, but they wasn't dwelling here. This account right here is when the 10 tribes, which is the Native Americans, the so-called Mexicans, going to actually start dealing over here,
Yeah.
living here.
Living here.
This is the beginning of kind of that. Before Christopher Columbus even was thought about. All right? Which you ever seen, what that movie was,
1492 Paradise.
You ever seen 1492 Paradise? In that movie, it's a account where Christopher Columbus used this book to find them. Esdras. He said the book of Esdras. That's how he was using them to find the rest of the 10 tribes.
You read it?
If you watch them.
But go ahead, get to the business. I want to get to the business with him so we can get it all understood. Man.
So they shot in this country, right? So
It's a count.
the 10 tribes was here first.
Right. And this is the count. This is the count that lead up to them being the first settlers of the Americas.
Permanently.
Permanently. This is the before count.
This all right.
That's what I'm trying to get at with you. This is before Christopher Columbus, man. Way before him.
And they was here.
It was here. Go ahead.
Those are the people Columbus encountered when he came to, and all those European colonizers and all that. Like the Native Americans and the Aztecs and the Mayans, those first people they encountered, those were the 10 tribes that came over here in a previous time. We believe it according, because the scriptures say it.
So you actually believe when they came? So according to what you just said, apocalypse and all that different stuff, yeah, I've seen those people. They weren't following Torah. They wasn't following Torah. They wasn't keeping the laws.
Right.
No.
It's going to
So
tell you.
how is that possible if they were the 10 tribes that were over there?
Did the Israelites go off in the past in the book of Judges following after other gods and ways? And that's why they got punished?
So you
No, answer that question. In
Yes,
the book
they
of
did.
Judges.
Yes, they did.
Well, there you go.
So
They
that's
went
what you
off.
basing that off
It's
of?
going to
went
say
off.
it's going to say it too. Read
They
it.
came over there trying to
Read
get
it.
it.
And go forth into a further
So they
country.
came over here to try to keep the law.
But you don't say it.
It's
They
gonna
don't
say
say it.
and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Verse 42. That they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
That's why we got put out on the land in the first place.
Keep going.
Because we went off. We was going off.
Keep going.
Verse 43. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow path.
The Euphrates up in this area.
Around the Assyrian Empire.
Right. Go ahead.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Go ahead.
That's nowhere closer than Americas.
Keep going. Hold on. Chill out. Go ahead.
That's nowhere.
Keep going.
For the Most High then shoot signs for them.
Right. Go ahead. Hold on. Chill out. Go ahead.
And held still the flood till they were passed
over. They came around the back end of, because you know, we said held still the floods.
Look at this map, bro. He just said they came around the back end of this big ass continent. Come here.
Go ahead.
Don't the waters connect?
Go ahead.
For the Most High,
Go ahead.
For the Most High then shoot signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go.
Right.
Namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsaret.
So they came through the Euphrates to the back
Now,
end and they came right here.
Widen it up again. Let me see.
Go ahead, bro. Because he's playing. He's playing, man. Go ahead.
I'm playing.
I know you've been playing. Go ahead.
Take what y'all saying.
Now, remember it said they came into a land called Arsaret. It says that in 2nd Ezra 13.
We can't convince. Listen, bro.
This is
This is the word of the Lord. Listen to this. Whether you believe it or not, that's all on you.
This is from the JewishEncyclopedia.com by Morris Jastrow Jr. and Kaufman Kohler. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration. According to 2nd Ezra 13 and 45, Columbus identified America with this land. Talking about the land of Arsaret. 2nd Ezra 13 and 45.
He don't do it. How you here? How are you here? You might well be one of them tribes. What if he basically said, like, I don't believe him here. What if you one of these tribes, bro? No, you ain't Judah. Man, you Zebulon, man. Because he don't know. Everybody want to be. I ain't said with Judah.
Well, how you know what tribe you are?
What you mean? I'm one of these tribes. Because the spirit, the spirit lead us to know what tribes we from, bro.
Well, what the spirit
of the spirit. Know. Give me that in Romans.
Go ahead. Romans 8:16. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 18. It's a prophecy. In those days, the house of Judah,
the house of Judah,
which is the southern kingdom.
He know that. Go ahead.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't know what he know. Yeah, go ahead. He gonna play like he know once we start the record. Go ahead. Yeah. We know
in those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel.
Yep. Who's the house of Israel?
They are.
Who are? No.
Read it again.
Read it again.
You break it down. Just listen, my man.
Go ahead.
In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel.
The house of Israel is the northern kingdom.
And they shall come together
out
of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
Right.
So read that last part.
According to multiple prophecies. I'll read it again for you.
Jeremiah 16:2.
16, yeah. You get 52. But it tells you, according to prophecy,
Just so I understand, right? Just so I understand.
Man, you
so all these coming from the north. All these tribes coming from the north.
The land of the north.
Right? The land of the north.
This land is where we're gonna be saved from.
All 12 tribes.
All 12 tribes. They're gonna be. I was about to say they're gonna be oppressed together, bro. In the northern hemisphere, bro.
Right.
The west.
And we're gonna come back together. From the north. So you said we already together. So
you see us right here.
How we gonna come back from the four corners of the earth?
It first starts like this.
Start here.
It first starts like what we doing. It first starts how we doing. You never seen in your life so-called Native Americans
if we're all here, right? And you said the elect is only the elect is going to come from the four corners.
Get it. We're going to get it for you. Get it in Revelation.
Right.
We're going to get it for you. Go ahead.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You thinking he going to get everybody, all right, on this side, or when the so-called, what they call it?
Hold on, wait.
I'm gonna tell you
You
this
said
right
that
here.
he's going to get everybody?
No. I ain't say that.
I'm gonna tell you.
I didn't say that.
Only
When he finished,
one third. The 1/3 is the women, children, friends of the prophets are going to be saved, and the elect is going to be saved. 2/3. Pause it real fast.
No, I just say you ain't putting the scriptures in nothing. It's just
About to
all what you just saying.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
No, I don't know what you're saying, bro. And it ain't scripture. Go ahead.
You ain't saying nothing, though.
What does this mean, though? If we breaking it down wrong,
He did say that those people were still in Africa, but the scripture he just heard clearly told you.
We was
they're
over here.
still
Yeah.
It don't say that.
It don't hide.
let me read it again for you, real slow. In those days, the house of Judah, which is the southern kingdom,
He knew that.
and shall walk with the house of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, and they shall come together out of the land of the north.
Out.
What does that mean?
They already left from over there, and they here.
So they here now. So this
That's
is,
what it just
Yeah,
said.
we're all here. Moreover, we're going to give you a more
But
we're
you know
going to
what's
clarify more. Wait. Read that. We're going to give you more clarity. All right, go ahead.
Jeremiah 15:33. Thus said the Most High of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
So when was they oppressed together? Because remember, Judah
They
was
was
in the
oppressed
was in the land of Israel during the
they
Syrian. No, they wasn't.
Okay,
The
go
10
ahead.
tribes was under the Assyrian captivity, man.
Okay.
During that
So how
time,
were they?
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi was still in the land
So how were they?
under the Roman captivity.
So basically, what you're saying is that here,
that's
here we're pressed together.
there you go.
Okay.
So now it lets you know we here. This is the land of the north. It don't say America,
It
bro.
wasn't even in Africa. It wasn't even in Africa.
It wasn't even in
It don't
Africa.
say America.
They weren't oppressed in Africa together.
For real, we was running in Africa. We
and-
fled into Africa.
And Africa, we wasn't oppressed.
We fled into Africa,
All
man.
tribes.
All the tribes, yeah.
Do y'all know that
We was running from Roman persecution.
Israel is
These
part of
tribes.
Africa?
No, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
Oh my
No.
You don't believe the map. You don't believe the map. You don't believe it.
Yo, Africa was never called Africa from the beginning.
I know that.
Right. It was what it was called. What it was called.
Even
No.
even
What
where
was
we
the
at-
land of Africa called?
the land of Ethiopia,
Wait.
the land of Ham, whatever.
The land of what?
Ethiopia, the land of Ham.
I like
etc.
it.
Okay, but anyway, even
Ethiopia goes back to Ethiopia, which was the Greek word for
the East, the Middle East was never even called the Middle East.
That ain't.
It was all.
called.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like all of that was a part of the motherland.
No, it wasn't.
It's not the motherland.
Not the motherland. That's what we're trying to tell you. See, the scriptures divide all that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the scriptures divide all that so you can understand, bro. It wasn't that. It was not that. That's just your argument. But you don't have any.
It's not an argument.
But you don't have any proof to back nothing. You just say, oh, it wasn't a part of it. You don't even know where the children of Israel in the land of the north at, man. So if you don't know where we at today, you damn sure don't know where we was at years ago. It's impossible. It's impossible. You don't know Judah. You don't know who was Judah.
So where
What was Judah? What the word Judah
Our
mean?
people say scattered across the
What the
four
word
corners of the
Judah
earth.
mean?
If our people not scattered across the four
What the
corners
word
of the earth,
Judah mean?
Is our people not scattered across the four
Until
corners
you
of the
tell
earth?
me what Judah mean,
Praise. Is our people not scattered? Is our people not scattered? Is our people not scattered across the four corners of the earth? Answer the question.
What's
Is our
Judah
people
Hebrew
not
name?
scattered across the four corners of the earth? Exactly.
What that matter?
Is our
That was a prophecy, bro. Like, that don't you
scattered.
know how
we all
You
here?
scattered.
Our people not scattered
We
across
ain't speaking
But
at
you
all
not
as in
proving
the
nothing.
sense
That
of
ain't
all.
proving nothing.
Like, what are you saying?
That was a prophecy, man.
not proving
He-
All right,
He-
that was a prophecy. We was scattered
word
into
all.
the
You thinking
four
every
corners
single
of the
last
earth. Put that
person.
down. Okay,
No,
I want you to
that-
do that. His elect. Get it in Revelation. Get it in Revelation. He's not gathering everybody up on the side, man. You got Zechariah 13 and 8?
I'm sorry.
Man, you don't even believe the scriptures. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 7, verse 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth,
Yep.
holding the 4 winds of the earth.
Yep, which is the destruction. All right, go ahead.
That the wind should not blow on the earth.
That's just true.
Yep.
That's just true. Thank you.
Hey, you freaked out, man. Go ahead.
That's just true. Thank you.
Wait, come on. Go ahead. We're dealing with him, bro.
That's
Come on.
just true.
Just come on, bro.
No, I
Go
believe
ahead.
it. It's all there.
All right, cool. Then.
It's all there.
Just listen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Listen to what it's saying. Go ahead.
And after these things, I saw Revelation 7 and 1.
Yeah.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth.
Yeah, the winds represents destruction. You get that in Jeremiah or whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
That the wind should not blow on the earth,
Yep.
nor on the sea,
Yep.
nor on any tree.
People.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
That's what it's about. Getting those people from the ends of the earth. Now, it going to a multitude of people. I can get that for you, brother. We don't gotta keep going. All right, it also goes into a multitude of people, but that's not everybody, bro. All right, because Zechariah tell you that's not everybody.
I don't know how you say you're Israelite, but you got this exception. You got this
Thank you, Judas.
love for Africa.
Well, we'll keep reading.
You got this love for Africa. How you an Israelite? You got this love for Africa. You believe that all tribes are black, man.
Who named the land Africa?
I didn't say
No, we're reading the book.
You never said that. Has that ever came out of my mouth?
Hold on, we gonna show you.
No, man, keep reading.
No.
That's it. Go ahead. I keep reading.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land that the Most High support there and shall be cut off and die.
So two parts of our people gonna be cut off and died on and killed on this side, man. All right. So what you talking about? He gathering everybody from all the 4 corners. That's the elect, man. And the families of those people are who the Lord got elected, man. That's not everybody. The 1/3, the elect is the governing body of the elect, man.
So who would be considered the elect on the 4 corners of the earth that he's got?
The prophets, the priests of the Lord, man. All right? That's the elect man.
It's men that's teaching the word.
That's teaching the word. And that's sealed according to this. The sealing is the word embedded inside of them.
Right. So who are those people? Who is those people that's at the 4 corners of earth that he's going to seal and bring back together?
We just told you 12,000 from each. Go ahead, read it. Because he just wants you to read it.
This is Revelation 7, verse 4.
From each tribe, bro.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
That's the point, yo. You ain't got to go no more. So that's 12,000. Hold on, brother.
And that's what I'm saying.
What you saying?
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's 12,000
If he's going to
out of
bring
each
all
tribe.
12 tribes from each part of the earth, everybody can't be here. You're proving my point.
What you mean? Bro, we never said everybody is here. All right? Bro, we never said that, bro. Obviously, our people gotta be in the ends of the earth. We never said that. We never said that, bro. We get it. All right.
I'll continue reading.
The main deliverance is coming out of the land of the north. All right. Because when you go to history, these tribes, the southern kingdom was brought over here to be joined in captivity with them. All right, as a most.
Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was I wrong?
You say praise. Praise who?
Most High Yah.
All right. Yeah, there we go. See? There we go. All right, we getting there. All right, see? It comes.
Shalom family.
Shalom family. All right? But Judah,
Y'all the Shalom guys?
it's Yahweh. All right?
I mean, it's all good, bro. Like,
Not all good.
but you gotta understand there were different dialects anyway.
Who is Yadu? What y'all mean? That just means he. And he.
No, it don't.
What do you mean?
Yahuwah?
No, you said Yah.
You said yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Well,
You
Yahuwah,
see,
that's what I
we
meant.
don't know what you
Yahuwah.
mean. We don't know you. You don't speak our language.
I don't speak that language.
Yeah, you don't.
Why you keep saying Lord? That Lord means by all. Exactly.
You got
By all.
Bruh.
Yes. Lord don't mean by all.
Lord means master.
Lord means master.
Goodness. Let's look that up right now.
So
Look
if
it
your
up.
woman
You
call
got
you
this.
Lord,
Look it up.
You
see
your woman call you Lord.
What language is the word Lord? You don't know. What language is the word Lord?
In the Hebrew
What
tongue,
language is the word Lord? What
what
language is the word
right?
Lord?
No, we're not in agreement. We're not in agreement.
We not in
agreement.
We don't
I
agree
see.
with you.
I know that.
At all.
I see that.
So you saying
You
that?
off.
So Lord means master.
What language is the word Lord?
We say
You're not going to answer that question. Why can't you say
I
no?
just said in the Hebrew language,
The
Lord
word Lord is not a Hebrew word.
I said in the Hebrew language.
Chill. Listen, brother. It's, come on, bro.
You don't know nothing.
He don't.
Lightweight. Go ahead.
This is Amos
Then
3 verse
he's stubborn.
He don't any stubborn. That's why I say rebellion. You know rebellion is the sin of witchcraft.
I'm not rebellious.
Rebellion is witchcraft.
How did I rebel?
Like, for instance, how you get?
How did I rebel?
Rebellion is the
How you
sin of
get that?
witchcraft.
How you believe that's the name of the Lord, man?
Why you believe that's the name of the Lord?
You can't answer a question with a question. You said that. You said
I
that.
researched. If you look into the Hebrew and not just take what it say for a second, you see that it's by all. Remember he said that they will forget my name and they was working before by all? Remember that? You remember that? Hassan.
Well, how is it? How
So why
Satan
you
is the
keep
Lord?
If y'all know all
What
this
is he
stuff,
talking about?
if y'all know
How
all
is
this stuff,
Satan
y'all
is
know
the
all
Lord?
this stuff, right? Why that y'all don't know that the Lord means by all?
You don't know what language the word Lord is. Why can't you just say I don't know, bro?
Bro, I just told you in the Hebrew language, but we assume
The
that
Lord
I'm
is
so
not a
far,
Hebrew
right?
word, bro.
I'm not.
This is way over your head.
You
bro.
not understanding what
I
I'm saying.
understand exactly what you're saying. We studied. We've done this thing, bro.
You just stand there and say you love men, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, you
He a
dead.
freak. He a freak.
Oh, you kid. I love y'all. Go ahead, man.
We're talking about Willie Wonka.
That's the
Go ahead,
kind
man. Go ahead.
This is Amos 3 verse 3.
associated with this cow. They never spoke about the
Put the
Lord.
Lord hard hand and not y'all the rest of it. Because you said we know what it is. Yahoo.
What character? What Hebrew character makes a you sound?
What Hebrew character?
Exactly. There's no you in the Hebrew language, so how could the Lord's name be Yahuwah?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's not. That's not his name. There's no you in the Hebrew language.
We can find out.
We already found it out.
You gotta find it.
You gotta find that out. Find out what Hebrew character
See,
produces a you
what he
sound.
doing? What he doing is let me get this book.
It's not what I'm doing, bro. At the end of the day, I'm just bringing up questions that's hard for y'all guys to answer.
We answered all your questions.
Scripturally and everything.
Why you still say Lord if you know Lord don't mean
You
master?
said Lord is by all.
Oh man,
Yes.
That's
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Get
you
the Bible dictionary. Get the Bible dictionary and look up all. Get the Bible dictionary and look up all.
Our people called by all the Lord.
Right.
A false God.
Exactly.
People
If
call
you
it
worship a
right.
false God, who you worship? That's
That ain't what we talking about. Well, you twisting that all the kind of way.
Are you ever heard of Molech? You ever heard of Molech? Okay, who is Molech?
More like that.
Same thing.
Same thing as Baal, right?
Right, Lord.
Our people worship Molech, right? A false idol, right? What does the word Molech mean? Do you know?
No, what it mean?
It means king. In the Hebrew, it's Malach. What's another name for the Most High? The king. Okay?
Hold on, wait, what? Another name for the Most High is
It's a title, not a name. It's a title.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So our people worship an idol called Baal. They called him Lord, which is master.
I just said that.
So you
He
said,
breaking it
you said
down
Baal
for you,
means
bro.
Lord. You said Lord means Baal. Molech means king. The title, bro, the titles for the Most High, the titles that we have for the Most High, like Lord, God, King, our people worship idols, and they will call them, listen, you're not listening, listen. The titles for the Most High, like God, Lord, King, our people worship idols, and they will call them God, Lord, and King. There's an idol called Molech. There's an idol called Baal. There's an idol called God. You can't just say you worship God. That's what I'm saying, though. Our people worship idols that they call God, Baal, Molech.
Okay, so my question is, why y'all still saying Lord?
First of all, we're speaking English. You don't speak Hebrew. You're speaking Yiddish mixed with
But regardless of the fact, why
When you say
Why do we say king?
Yeshua,
Why do we
Yahuwah, this is what you're doing, man.
Yahweh.
Read it.
This is on page 11 of Who is Esau Edom, under the chapter The Legacy of Esau Edom. The book Who is Esau Edom, page 11. As the Khazars left their homeland of Khazaria and migrated north and west, they lost their name and became known as Jews.
Right.
Their Yiddish language and alphabet is not that of the Israelites.
The Yiddish language that you're speaking, that's all it is. Go ahead. It's not that of the what?
Is not the Yiddish language and
Hold on,
alphabet
let it finish.
is not that of the Israelites, but an amalgamation of Aramaic,
Meaning a mixture. Go ahead.
medieval German, Slavic, and Russian dialects.
It's a broken tongue.
I know that. So at the end of the day,
You know that
at
about
the
it.
end of the day,
You know everything.
at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, what do y'all call it? So I can learn. What do y'all call it?
But the name of the Lord, the one, the world. You understand what I'm saying? You understand. I'm not up here playing semantics. All right. The name of the one you can call God is Yahweh. Right? Yahweh. And the one that you can call Jesus Christ, his real name is Yahweh Shah. That's his real name. It's not YAH. That just means he. Right?
All right. So where did you get that premise from? What did you base that off?
Based that off studying of the Hebrew, the Lashon Hakadosh.
The Hebrew characters.
Hebrew
Y'all see?
characters.
You said the Hebrew. What?
The Hebrew characters, man. Like the man told you. Like the brother told you. Which means he exists, he is, he's the beast. Yeah, omnipotent, how you know. And Yahweh Shah mean he deliver, he saved, he's the savior. All right? Their names is all enormous, man.
So Yahweh Shah, right?
Yeah, that's the son of the Lord.
How do you spell that?
You come on, bro, you playing
Because you just asked me about the you, right? Yeah. You just asked me about the you.
know
So
you
I
in
can
there.
ask a question. That's what I'm saying. How do you spell it? Yahweh Shah, how do you spell it? It sounds like it's a W in there, and we know about the W too, right?
We know about the W.
The
What's that
W
mean?
was not an original Hebrew letter either.
That's in the English. It's transliterated to the English.
So obviously, now we playing some magic.
No,
right?
it's not called W in Hebrew, bro. It's not
Just like,
W
all right, just like
So
Yahweh
what
Shah.
gives
No,
what gives the
let me
W
share
sound in
something
Hebrew?
with you. You're
What
asking a
gets the
very
W?
stupid question.
No, I'm asking the same question you asked me because you asked me about the U, and I'm asking you about the
There's
W.
no. I asked you what sound in Hebrew makes a U sound. You couldn't answer it because there is none.
So what sound makes the W?
The Wah.
The what?
The Wah.
Yo,
Yahweh. Yahweh Shah. The
I
Wah.
said we're Hebrew characters.
The Wah. It's called Wah.
Like-
The
like-
letters make the sound. Like
It's a Bob. If it's a Bob, if it's not a Bob,
there's
it's a
no
Bob.
B in Hebrew. You learned the Yiddish, man. You studied all that Yiddish. You destroyed your. There's no
Like,
B
it's
in
like,
Hebrew.
it's like in the English, the word called
It says the
Christ,
Bob.
we told his name is Yahweh Shah. In the English, his name would be Joshua.
Yeah. How you say Joshua in Hebrew?
Why you wrestling with that then?
He asked me a question, I asked you a question, then you
See,
ain't
you-
going to answer the question.
We
You
answered the
answered all
question.
your questions. You play
See.
games, bro.
He got this beat to the chest thing, like,
He acting like you know something. You don't know nothing.
just calm down, bro.
I'm not, bro. At the same time, I'm just not going to sit. I'm not going to sit here
You're
and
not
just take what
asking
y'all
me to
telling me to take.
We're
So
not asking
I'm
you to do
asking
that.
questions back. Y'all have a hard time with people asking me questions.
We answered all your questions.
Answer, bro.
You
It's
answered
just not
Hebrew
good
Bible,
enough.
if you look in that Hebrew Bible, you actually see the characters. It's not just we made this out of thin air. You can actually see it depending on actually Hebrew, depending on Hebrew Bible. And, you know, where that God and Jesus.
I look forward to the ancient
The ancient Hebrew that never be, or you. That's Yiddish. You mixing our heritage with the people that stole our heritage.
That's why I read the book for him.
They speak a fake language called modern. They call it modern Hebrew, which modern means what? It's made up, man. It's not real. You mix it and match it.
So Yahweh Shai and
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
You're going to have four characters. You're going to have the Yah, the Ha, the Wah, and the Ha. When you put it together, it's Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. It's Yahweh.
Not Yahoo.
Yahuwah.
So So by me saying Yahuwah, right? Or Yahushua.
You're calling on the wrong names of the Lord. Give me Proverbs 3 and 4.
I'm calling the wrong names of the Lord, but at the same time, y'all keep saying Lord. That makes sense.
Because we know who
You
we're
don't
talking
understand
about.
what he's speaking of. Yeah, bro. You don't
Bugged out.
We know his
We're
name.
not saying by all.
It's
Give me
flying
that,
over your head.
You getting all wrapped up. You mentioned
He just tight with it, bro.
I'm
You
not
missed-
saying-
you
y'all
tight,
not
bro.
making
You tight.
sense, bro.
That's cool.
Of course.
Read that.
I see
We
you're
not.
making sense.
Because this foreign language to you.
It's not
This the
foreign.
Lasha one
I
with
heard-
Dash.
I
That's
heard
the
all
Yiddish
of
he on.
it.
Bro, you on the Yiddish. This the Lasha one with Dash. You don't know. You don't know. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 30, verse 4.
2 different languages we speaking up here. Go ahead.
Who hath ascended up into heaven,
Yup.
or descended?
Yup.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fists?
Come on.
Who hath bound the waters in the garment?
Yup.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Go ahead.
What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
You can't tell. See? If you can tell, you can't tell, bro.
My question
We
is,
telling it to you and you fighting up against it, man.
no. I'm not fighting against the Yahweh Shai.
This by all name and all that, that's a whole nother doctrine. Get it where it says
My
he coming
saying
preaching
is,
another
Why,
Yahweh Shai.
why, if y'all know
Bro.
the names, why you not call him by his name? He said,
call him by his
We
name.
do. We do.
Why you keep saying Lord?
You all
So,
mixed up
for
with
example,
Lord.
if I didn't know something,
Yahweh
right, and
Shai.
I'm walking
Yahweh
past,
Shai.
and I'm walking
Yahweh
past,
Shai.
right, and you
All right,
say
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai.
right?
Yahweh
Right?
Yahweh Shai.
And I was like, oh man, I never heard that before.
It's like we use
That
the most high. You know
that
what I'm
brings
talking
in
about,
people
man.
to get conversation, but you keep saying Lord, Lord,
Bro,
Lord.
We're not doing.
You know how to teach, so where do you teach?
What?
Yeah.
Where do you
Where you
teach?
teach?
I teach at my home.
You teach at your home.
Where you teach at home?
What do I teach at home? I teach the Torah. My wife is my kid.
You don't know the Torah. How you teach the Torah?
How you gonna see? Why you doing that, bro? How you gonna say?
Bro, we brought out prophecy after prophecy out of Jeremiah.
But how
out
you
of
gonna
Genesis.
sit here and say I don't know the Torah?
Bro, the first thing you came up,
Like
you
you
said we
come
disobeyed God in the spirit first,
Who
and
said
then
Who
that's
said
the first
that?
thing you said.
Who said
You
that?
said we disobeyed God in the spirit,
never
then we
said
went
that.
off in the
When
flesh
y'all watch
first.
video, man, I never said that.
You said that, bro.
I said y'all disobeyed. Did I tell you disobeyed God in the spirit? Have I
No,
said
you
that?
said we went off first in the spirit, then in the flesh. That's the first thing you said when you walked up here.
Yes, I did say that. I said
So
that.
you
but
admit you
not
said
what
that.
just
You admit you said that. We went off in the spirit first. Do spirits disobey the Most High?
Right.
Yes or no?
In the spirit.
Yes,
Yes, they do.
What scripture says?
Get it
No,
where it
bro.
said neither, they never disobey. or
Only the
transgress
flesh,
his word.
bro.
That's in Sirach. Get it? No, bro. No spirits disobey the law.
Okay, right.
Not one. Yeah, all right.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
I
got
got
it.
it. No spirit.
No,
When
he
you
right.
walk-
Just let it go.
When you walking in the spirit, you walking in the spirit. When you walking
I know what he's doing, bro.
Yeah.
He just don't want to be wrong.
You don't want to be wrong. You got to eat.
He's saying,
Bro,
yeah.
When I'm wrong,
You
when
tight,
I'm
bro.
wrong,
Fight.
when I'm wrong, I agree.
He know
What
what
he's doing, bro?
That's your partner. That's our
When
people.
I'm
You
wrong-
with him?
when
You
I'm
agree
wrong,
with
I
everything he
agree.
said? Hold on, let me ask you this. You agree with everything he said?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, man, don't hang with him, man. That man confused, man. That man ain't saving your soul, man. I'm telling you, you don't know the right shit, bro. We serious, though.
Y'all can't be out here.
You fighting.
Y'all can't be out here.
Listen to this.
So hold on, wait. So you,
Bro, you
so
gotta come
said-
listen because you don't know, bro.
Hold on, I
You
want
just
to
gotta
understand the
come
question.
listen.
I came over here and I listened. I tried to answer the question.
But you, listen, bro.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this too. When it comes to you, we're not asking you to believe everything we said.
We
We're
not.
asking you
Go look it up.
at least.
And
write
I
it down.
said that, right? I said
Yeah, I've
that.
been hearing you all the time. And we're not for clunking you over here and making you believe. We want you to go home and study what we said and see if it's true now.
And I said that from the very beginning.
Yeah, I've been hearing you. But
So,
I'm
let me
gonna
ask you
emphasize
this.
it
The
more.
whole premise is,
We gonna contend for the faith.
the whole premise of y'all being out here is what?
To teach the brain.
To
To give these people understanding of their lost
Bro
heritage.
just said that y'all not out here trying to bring people in.
Who said that? You put
Who said
words in,
Nah, you putting words in my mouth,
When I
bro.
just talked, I said,
I
yo,
said we ain't
We
doing
not
that.
doing it the way
We not
you
doing
want
that.
it to be
Yeah.
done. That's what he said.
I'm not saying how I wanted to be done.
No, yes, you are. You are. That's exactly what
All
you
I'm
said. You
saying
playing
is
semantics,
when I hear, when I'm walking past, and I hear,
Jay putting words in men's mouths and everything, bro.
Yahweh or whatever, that would bring somebody, some like, yo, I never heard that.
bro. We're gonna. Anytime we teaching somebody who don't know this, we gonna bring the names out.
You missed scriptures on the Bereans.
When do we never
I
bring
can bring
the?
out a precept.
When do we never bring the names out? If we teaching somebody, we give them the name.
Matthew 7:6.
Go ahead.
Give that which is give not that which is holy unto the dogs,
neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
Right.
At least they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
And that word pearls go into a word of great value. So you got to understand something that's valuable is rare. It's not just given here and there. You got to know how to word the Lord. The word, listen, the word of the Lord gravitate people, not us.
Right.
See, you missing that point.
So
you looking at it like we need to get people in it. The word is going to gravitate people up, bro.
So
all right?
Did the Mosai or did the Hamashiach tell us not to be fishermen of men?
The Hamashiach. Say that again? Because you slick with the
Did
word.
Jesus tell us not to be
Like, sit right there. Like,
Did Jesus tell us not to be fishermen of men?
I'm gonna say this.
Did Jesus tell us not to be fishermen?
Hold on. See, I can
Did
play
he-
the game
he
too.
did, right?
He said, Hamashiach and Most High.
Now you want to get back to
Hold
the
on.
name.
No. This one, I'm gonna make this point with you because you jumping around.
I'm not jumping around.
Hold on.
I was trying to talk.
Listen to what he said. Listen, one thing.
Just like I said, Lord, you jumped over all that. I understand what you said. Hold on, listen. Just like you understand what I'm saying when I said Lord. Just like I understand what you said. You said Hamashiach on the Most High. You're speaking a bad language. Give me the prelude, man. Bring the prelude.
Got it.
Like I said, I understand what you got going on, bro.
What the action is? Or the...
No, give me the prelude first.
This is the prelude to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus.
This is what you gotta understand. Go ahead.
For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue.
That is Yeshua or Yahuwah. Go ahead.
For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Have not the same force in them. Go ahead.
And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference. They are spoken in their own language.
Yeah. So when you say Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, there's power in that name. Not Yahuwah, Yeshua, Yah. There's no power in that. There's
no power in the name.
You never said his name.
Hamashiach. There's no power in that either.
If that's what y'all believe, so y'all believe.
See?
But no,
But
y'all,
bad things.
no,
You just
no, it's
said
a
that.
method.
Because you never
Yeah.
said Yahuwah out of what you were saying all day. You said it one time.
Yahushua.
But you're supposed to say that every time. You're supposed to substitute it for Lord, God, all the.
I've been saying that the whole
Hamashiach,
time.
all that.
When I
No, you
said
haven't.
that, oh, what? What you say? When I just
said
said
it one
Hamashiach, you was like, oh, what you say? Bro,
said
so
Hamashiach.
when I'm
That's not.
so when
Yahuwah.
when you just said Yahushua and Yah, correct? I don't want to be disrespectful. Yahweh, right? So how we gonna say that's not related to what he just read? How we gonna say that's not related to that?
Because the brother just brought out that the name of the Lord is holy. It's not for everybody. Yeah. There are Israelites walking the earth that
What
are
I'm
swine.
saying is,
They don't
bro,
deserve to know the name of the Lord.
Yeah,
They're
many
disobedient, rebellious, ignorant, and they're not going to.
What I'm saying is, how do y'all know y'all right? That's all I'm saying. How y'all know that y'all got the names right?
The paleo. Man, the spirit. Not the spirit. Not the angel. God was right, man. Not the angel.
Through the spirit.
How did Adam know he was speaking the correct Hebrew?
I had him Hebrews, Acts 26. Give me Job 30. I'm gonna answer you. This is how we know we got it. Give me Job 30, 28. Hurry up. Don't get nothing else. Give me Job 30, 28. Hurry up. This how we know we speaking what's right. And give me 2 Timothy 3 and 16. The inspiration.
Hey, we got faith.
Go ahead. And it's mixed with faith too. Go ahead. We gonna answer you. We gonna answer you according to what you say. Go ahead.
Out of all things over here, you gotta first and second Timothy faith. Being over here in captivity, we have to first understand we are faith-based Israelites, man.
I know.
That too.
We gonna answer you. This how we know we speaking the
right name.
The right doctrine.
Just like what we doing. We got faith and we got works.
No. I'm not talking about your doctrine. I didn't say anything about your doctrine.
We talking about us.
Okay,
go ahead.
Like I said, faith-based, meaning we have faith and works behind it. We show you that we have faith by our works, by coming out here, being a living sacrifice for our power. Coming out here teaching the highways and byways with all type of elements and things around. That's how we believe. We believe, man. Yeah, I put work behind it, action.
And I like y'all.
What's faith?
You know? I like y'all. What faith mean? Faith or faith? Faith. What do it mean? It mean not.
Good job. Go ahead.
Hey, you gotta put it on mute, cause hold on real fast.
Hey, hold on. If you actually,
You gotta put it on YouTube, so
they don't
copyright
copyright
shit, man.
but you say how we know we speaking the truth, right? Give me 2 Corinthians 1:22.
I was just based on the name. I wasn't talking about your doctrine. I said that.
Okay, it don't make the doctrine, the name, because you can't have the name, the doctrine without the name. It's impossible. All right, yeah, that go hand in hand. Go ahead.
Dude, 32:8.
Yup.
But there is a spirit in man.
There's a what?
There is a spirit in man.
Go ahead.
And the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
So the spirit of the Lord giveth them understanding. But wait, I got more.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We good.
I'm trying to get you to get it.
What makes you walk in the spirit again? No,
When
you got to bring out.
When you led of the spirit, yeah, go ahead.
2 Timothy.
Yeah,
It's
3 and 16.
It's a whole list of things, man. It's a whole list of things, man. Having charity for your brother, doing the works, all right? Teaching. It's many things to be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just one thing. Like I say, Lord willing, we hope that you get it. I mean, right
So
now.
I'm not in the spirit right now. Because I don't know the name.
The name.
You don't know the doctrine.
The doctrine too.
I don't know the doctrine.
You don't know the spirit of the Lord.
So
Hey, like
y'all from here?
Of course.
No matter
I'm
where
not
you're from.
Where you from?
I'm originally from DC, but I live in Florida.
You got brothers in Florida. What part of Florida you in?
I've been in Orlando ever since.
We got brothers in Orlando.
All right, so I've been out here maybe for 3 weeks now. Out here working. And I'm walking back and forth. And I see all these, even our people that look like us out here. Ain't got nothing. I see people walking past them every single day. Not doing anything for them.
Man, that's.
You understand?
Wait.
You just said I'm not in the spirit. Right?
Go ahead.
So I see these walking past every single day. Like, regardless of not even a hello or whatever the case may be. So I come out here with my own money, with my own time to take care of our people. If they need anything, I walk people to this CVS, to this Walgreens. If they need toiletries, whatever case may be, to help them out.
Yeah, the Lord tell you
So you just, yes, that's the most High did tell me to do that. So he told me when I first got here, and I'm sitting outside that building, staying in that hotel, with all these people out here that got through.
You got a voice in your head tell you to help.
I'm not. See, now he playing some math.
All right,
So what I'm saying is
let me
about
ask you
my
this.
actions. What I'm saying is about my actions.
I understand where he at. I understand where he at. As far as the things he said, I understand. But we always want to that stage. You know, so that's why I say I hope that you start to change your ways and get it. But I understand where you at. Now, it ain't nothing. You know, I ain't trying to look at you crazy, but I understand where you at.
Not.
But that's not how it goes in the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Scripture.
And we got it for you.
I got the scripture.
We got. Hold on, before you go. Let me ask you this: those people that you helping out, do you believe any one of them sinners? Okay, you believe they sinners. Perfect. Read that.
This is Sirach 12:2.
Man, go from the top.
All right. Verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it.
So this the Lord telling this. Solomon saying, when you do good, know to whom thou doest it. Go ahead.
So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits.
So you shall be thanked for your benefits. Go ahead.
Do good To the godly man.
To the who?
To the godly man.
You said it was sinners, huh?
What did the Hamashiach tell us to go after?
Did you say it was sinners?
Yes, they were.
Listen,
What
we're
did the
sticking to one
Hamashiach-
thing. We only dealing with the situation you just brought up.
I'm dealing with the situation.
Hold
brother.
on. All right. We
The
only dealing with that.
Hamashiach said go after the sinners.
All right.
Go after the widows.
Okay,
Go
cool.
after- Come
Okay,
on, now.
cool.
Stop
Keep going,
playing.
man.
You talking about
Keep going.
semantics, that's y'all.
All right,
You
keep
can't
going.
take the verses and switch it how y'all want to do it.
No, we not, brother. You ain't even let us finish. You don't know. You don't even understand that when the Lord said,
When the
go after the
Hamashiach
sinners, you
when
don't
the
know what that means.
Hamashiach went after even after his disciples, they were sinners.
Go ahead.
Come on now.
And thou,
We all sinners.
That's
That ain't
right.
the point. We're trying to
You
prove a
brought out
particular
that point.
point to you. We all sinners.
God,
Go ahead, go. We said that. Keep listening. You are not listening, brother.
They don't give reasons for other things either.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep reading. My bad.
Go ahead, bro.
and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High.
Yep, go ahead.
There can be no good to him that is always occupied in evil,
Yep, go ahead.
nor to him that giveth no alms.
Go ahead.
Give to the godly man, and help not a sinner.
Do what?
Help not a sinner.
Go ahead.
Do well unto him that is lowly,
Yeah.
but give not to the ungodly.
Right. So the Lord is like, look, man. All right. The one that is lowly is him, who the poor man that's teaching and preaching the word of the Lord. We still poor. All right. You thinking if I go give somebody some money and food under the bridge, that's on you. But that don't got nothing to do with the word of the Lord.
It does though.
No, it don't.
That's the same.
It
That's
just
the
No,
same.
it don't, brother.
That's the same thing. That's the same.
It don't. That don't mean you serving the Lord because you gonna give somebody money who the
We
Lord
just
made
talking about
poor.
faith. We just
The
talking
Lord
about
made
actions,
him poor.
right? We talking about faith.
They don't got nothing
Why
to do
did,
with that.
why did he make him poor though? So he can.
Because he was a sinner.
So he can get the glory. So through us, what we do to
you
our
supposed to
people
know,
to help them
brother,
out,
no,
the
brother.
Most High gets the
That's why
glory
you
for
gotta
that, bro.
That's why he's not in the spirit. He's
The
not
Most
led
High
by
gets
the
the,
spirit.
the Most High get the glory through us when we go out and we help out people.
No,
If you actually don't believe that,
Hey, give
the
me
Hamashiach said that.
How
He
you
said, "Go after the sinners."
I'm gonna show you.
So
How you help our people according to the scriptures?
what you mean?
What is the medicine
Just
of the
even-
scriptures?
Just even talking to them, you don't know how. Just even saying.
What's the
hello to them.
medicine of the
People
No.
treat
This
them-
is what healed them.
People,
The
people,
word of the Lord.
right?
You
Spiritual
saying
food
talking
and
to them?
physical food.
No, you talking to them. It's gonna be all right.
No.
Rubbing their head and
Who
shit.
said that I
Ain't
said
no
that?
nothing with that, man.
I ain't
That's
going
what you
around.
doing, man.
I never even said that. See, now you making stuff up.
He's giving an example, man.
I'm just giving an
But
example.
what
Bro,
I'm
you
saying
taking
is like you never know how that can help somebody's day, bro.
Check this out.
You know what I mean? Just saying
This the
like
medicine, bro.
I know what you say. I'm gonna show you something in the scripture too. The ones you supposed to give alms to
Bro,
help,
y'all
you supposed to
actually,
help men in the
if
Lord.
y'all
man.
actually believe
You
that,
supposed to help
and
people
y'all
those
say
that's reading it.
that I'm out here doing the actions of the Most High and I'm not walking in the Spirit, I
He got one.
disagree.
He got one real
That's
fast.
not what the Lord said.
He got a precept. Bring it
He
up, bro.
did say that.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's Galatians 6:10.
All right, after that, let's go to Matthew 25.
Give him, go ahead.
Because that's not what it said, right?
Let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of the faith.
That's
Read
what
it
it's
again
about,
for.
man. The household of
Read it
faith,
again
man.
for you. Listening? You
I was
listening?
listening.
Go ahead.
It's Galatians 6:10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men.
All men.
All
Now
men.
we're talking about all men. It's talking about the men in your tribe, your clan, your kinsmen, man. Not everybody out here. Just because another nation does something good for you, that doesn't mean that they're your people and all of that.
That don't mean
Everybody,
I
y'all
said
hold
nothing about
hands.
other nations. I
The
never-
listen-
I'm just saying.
I
I'm just
said
speaking.
our
I'm
people.
covering all. I'm speaking general. I'm covering everything.
Those who do the will of the Most High.
Even 2/3 of our own people. All right, go ahead.
Who's your brother? Who's your
Bum under
sister?
the bridge, he doing it.
Especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
The household of faith is the ones that said actually a part of this.
Right.
That we under, man.
So Matthew, can somebody read Matthew 25?
We ain't finished,
You
man.
break it down.
Keep going. Yeah, whatever you want to read, you bring it out. Keep going.
Hold back thy bread.
Hold back that what? Hold on. Go ahead.
Where we
Hold
at? Where we
back
at?
thy bread.
Sirach 12. Go ahead.
Sirach 12.
Chapter 12. You need to go read that.
All right.
You're going to bust out crying after you finish reading that. Go ahead, bro.
And give
Your
it
tears going to roll. Go ahead.
and give it not unto him.
Hold back thy bread and give it not unto them. So why is you going to get them food?
All right.
We're not saying if you do that, It's just this wild thing, but that's just you losing out on your bread and your money.
But I'm
You
not
know who
losing
I'm gonna
out
give
on
bread
anything,
to?
bro.
My brothers.
I'm not losing.
This who I'm giving my bread to. I'm gonna
That's
hold
what-
back my bread from people under the bridge and all that.
I give
My
bread
brothers-
to my brothers and sisters.
All right,
too.
whatever. Go ahead.
Who's your brother and sister?
He don't know those who do the will of our Father.
I just said
This the will, though. This the work. It's a work.
You said that
This the
earlier.
charity, the
You
brotherhood.
said the Lord
I'm
commanded us to
doing
go out and
I'm
fish.
doing
Who are
I'm
the
doing the
fishermen?
will of the
Who are the
Most High.
fishermen?
That's not the will of the
That's
Lord.
not the will of the Most High. That's the will of you.
Can I read?
That's the will of
Can I
your own
read? Can I
self.
read my own
Go
scripture?
ahead, go ahead.
Bring it out.
All right,
And
so
break it down, too. Good luck with that.
Matthew 25, right?
Go ahead.
Matthew 25.
Go ahead,
The
brother.
king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in.
Keep on going.
I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was
keep
in
going.
prison, and you visited me." Then the righteous will answer him and say, "When did you see you hungry and fed you,
Keep going.
you or thirsty, or give you something to
You
drink?
better cut yourself.
When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? When did you see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me."
Talking about the ones in the
What
body
least?
with him, man.
The least
You know what you're talking
our
about?
brothers
His,
out here.
no, his flock. His flock. His flock. You know what the word congregation means?
Read it again.
The same Matthew chapter 12,
Because you was
verse
reading in the
48.
Bible right there.
But he answered and said unto them,
I don't know whether that was the King James or what you were reading.
yeah,
But get the
what
King
was that?
James.
This is
I'm
who
just
is-
saying. I'm just
that
bringing it
what?
up.
Who is my mother and who are my brethren? Question mark. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples.
Started 46. When his parents came out
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God. 46.
Yeah.
While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. So this is his biological family that came to see the Lord, not by all.
That's crazy.
That was married.
His own mother.
His own mother came to see him. This is what he said.
That's crazy.
Hold on, brother.
So the Bible crazy?
They ain't what we think. That's what the word.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's, okay, so verse 47. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak to thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother? Question mark. And who are my brethren? Question mark. And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
His disciples.
Now get that one he just.
That wasn't
get that
everybody.
one he just read.
That one people
Read
read.
it.
Fact.
Read
What are you
it.
talking about?
When you read that scripture, he was talking about the men that was in the body with him.
And the flock, the congregation.
When they were saying, "Oh, when I was naked and hungry," he was like, and the disciples said, "Lord, when have you ever been naked and hungry?"
Yeah.
He said, "When you done this, whenever you done those things, you done it to the least of them, meaning the men in the 12."
It didn't say that though, bro.
Because you was reading the wrong Bible, bro. Let him read
What Bible y'all read?
the King James.
James.
Now, like I said, I don't know. You were reading it wrong. You had something else going on.
Read it from the King James. Somebody read
Matthew 25 and what was your
Matthew 20. I started at 30.
This is
But I
Matthew.
mean, you can start with.
This is
you know what
Matthew
I-
25.
The
and
word went
35.
right. That's the only thing I'm saying with that. The word went right.
This is Matthew
I
25.
mean, that's what it was. Go ahead.
Man, we don't know what you mean.
you're right.
I'm ready for the
You gonna
scriptures.
stop saying that.
I'm ready for the scriptures. So
But
you don't know
it
what the
was-
scriptures mean if you keep
Let me
saying
see. Let me see what you just had on there. But you might have had
a different translation.
different translation by mistake. It's not. I mean, it's not. We're not wrestling.
Who taught you the Bible, my brother?
Yeah, that was the wrong one, right?
What's your name?
Yeah, he did.
What's your name?
It's an honest mistake.
Rashad?
It happened.
This is an honest mistake, bro.
Kaya.
No, read your version though.
Who taught you the Bible? Wait, before we finish, who taught you the Bible?
Who taught me the Bible?
Yeah.
As I'm reading the scriptures and reading, studying for myself, you know what I mean? I try to hear from the Most High as much as possible.
No. The Most High not dealing with us, bro. He's not dealing with us like that. So the Most High came down and taught you the Bible.
No, I'm not saying that. I never
Bro,
said that.
you need teachers. Teachers have to teach you the Bible, brother.
What did the
This is in the
Hamashiach
scriptures.
say?
Oh.
What did he say? Don't call no man teacher. What you talking about? I need to
Call
teach
no
you.
man rabbi.
What's the rabbi?
His father.
Come on.
Father,
No,
bro.
it's not.
His father,
Abba
bro.
is father.
His father, bro.
Now y'all playing games. Abba is father, bro. Rabbi is
Abba
teacher.
is father.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and call nobody else no teacher. Muhammad
Bro,
Shiak
you
said,
know
"Don't
the
love
scripture.
teacher."
You never gonna like. That's why you don't know the scripture.
I do know the
You need teachers,
You
brother.
just taking it. First of all, I'm not
Who
walking in
taught-
the
who
spirit
taught Paul?
because
Who
I'm out
taught
here.
Paul?
Because I'm out
I'm about
here.
to
Who
get
taught Paul?
Who taught Paul?
Did a man teach Paul? Did the God teach Paul?
Peter.
Peter taught Paul.
And he got
Gamaliel taught Paul.
Gamaliel taught Paul.
Gamaliel. That's who taught Paul the skills of the law, man, and everything else. He had a teacher. Every man in a profession has a teacher, one that teaches. It's like Floyd Mayweather, his uncle and his father taught him the skill of boxing.
That's not considered.
Just like this, men teach you. So when the brother asks you who taught you, did you learn on the when you found out?
That's how I have people that I fellowship with. We discuss scriptures together,
Okay.
but we don't have nobody over us saying, "Oh,
Okay.
this, and that," because
Okay.
that's the same thing in Christianity, bro.
Nah,
No, we gonna
nah,
read
no,
it. We
not
gonna read it. You know what I mean? We gonna analyze it amongst each other. We not gonna say,
Nah, that's
this,
That's
and that."
confusion.
It's confusing.
That's not confusion.
Y'all gonna have different points of views and alternatives.
And what's
It
wrong
gotta
with
be
having
one
different
body,
points of
one. No, something wrong with that.
But we
It's
all come
one
together.
doctrine,
Yes, one
one body,
and we come together.
That's it. No. Y'all can't come
We get-
together
we
with
get
different points of views, brother.
Why can't you come
How?
together?
You gotta
to
have the
make it
same
make
doctrine.
sense. We come together with all different points of views, come together and establish one. That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's an Amos.
Amos
For
3,
example,
verse 3.
for
Can
example,
two walk together except they be agreed?
We can't agree with two different points of views, man.
Did I say agree with different two points of views? I didn't say that, bro. You know I didn't say that.
Say what's wrong with it.
I said but I did say we can agree with this different points of views.
You just
I
said
never
you
said
didn't
that.
say that.
Bro, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is,
Bro, you fighting like
let's just say, for example, when I get around my people, right, and we discuss things, and we see things at different points of view, we come together and agree on one point of view. That's what I'm saying.
Now,
That's what I'm saying.
now look. Now go on your phone and change that to King James, and I want you to read it again. 'Cause it was an honest mistake.
Nah, bro, you say you want
Well,
to
go-
read it, bro. Let
Look,
me read it.
or read it for me.
Okay.
Read it for me. It was an honest mistake. That's the honest thing I'm saying. If you're gonna be on point, It's an honest mistake.
All I'm saying, you can't say I'm not out here and
You
first
got
of all, I don't
zeal.
care what men say.
You got
But
zeal.
at the end of the day,
You
I
got
don't care
zeal, though.
I don't care what men say. And
You got zeal. I'll give you that.
cool, if I don't have all the knowledge or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna be sitting here puffed up in knowledge like whoever else. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm doing the will of the Most High. When I see my people out here struggling, when I see my people out here doing another thing out here,
You're Romans 10 and 2.
Like I
I'm
said,
here.
you fighting on that, but that's not. What you're doing is really nothing, bro.
bro. I'm feeding the spiritual food and physical food.
How you? Go ahead. I'm not gonna even, like I said, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So y'all being here is y'all rocking in the brew. Y'all rocking in the spirit, right?
Go ahead. The one he was reading.
This is in the King James, Matthew 25. I'm gonna start at 35. For when I was an hunger, and ye gave me meat, I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? Verse 40, and the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepare for the devil and his angels.
Right.
I mean, it was just a different translation.
You know what I said? It wasn't no big deal. I just want you to, like I said, we just hope that you get on the right track. You don't have to sit up here and struggle and try to fight back and shit like that. Just listen. Like I said, take what we say and go home and look it up.
Right, and I said I was gonna do that.
Yeah. You don't have to be, like I said, it's an honest little mistake and shit. You know? They ain't tripping, bro.
I just struggle with the fact, like, y'all can't sit here and say that just because we don't, or some people don't say the names that y'all say or the verbiage or whatever case may be, that they not walking in the spirit. I think that's unfair to say.
I'm gonna say this.
And on top of that, like, if that's the case, what makes y'all think that y'all walking in the spirit? You see what I'm saying?
Well, for one, I understand where you at for us. You understand the things. You understand the things of real. What's the word? What word I can say? Kind of young and understanding of things. So, of course, right now, what you saying, you're gonna have that mindset. How long you been understanding your Israelite? 3 years. Yeah, naturally you gonna. Yeah, you gonna naturally you gonna think that.
Think what?
Like helping people over here and doing certain things is the work, but it's really not.
No, I understand giving them spiritual food as well. I understand that part as well.
Yeah, well, the spiritual food is this right here. What we doing? It's teaching. When you teach, like I said, we're saying this to hope that you be on point. When you teach, it's a way to teach. It's a doctrine that you have to teach. It's a lane that has to be pushed.
Well, my thing is that, like, let's just say for our brother right there, right?
Uh-huh.
That he may be from, I guess, the tribe of Benjamin, right? Or whatever the case may be. When we see our people that look like us out there in the corners, may have had mishap due to certain situations that the Most High put on them, we can't just walk past them if we say that we're walking in the spirit and walking in the truth, and not consider the less fortunate. See what I'm saying? Because what he just read, regardless of what version it is, for those who you did in the least of the kingdom, you done for me. And how many things can we honestly say that we have, like, even before walking in this walk, how many things can we honestly say that we have not done for the Most High?
No, he not. It's not even that. He's in that stage. You know how when you first trying out, you trying to, hey, brother, you Israelite, brother, hey, brother. No, I'm not. I'm not in that stage. You are in that stage.
I'm not in that stage.
You're definitely in that stage.
No, I'm not. Your brother is, man. No. How you gonna tell me I don't know who my brother is?
But the Lord choose. You know what I'm saying? You can't choose who you want, who you feel like need the Lord, or who you think looking for the Lord. The Lord
I never said that.
I never said that. I ain't say you said that, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm not. At the end of the day, bro, I try to my ability, and I think as men in general, we all try to, you know what I mean? Sometimes we do things by our own flesh. You know what I mean? We try to hear from them, and we try to hear from the Most High as much as possible. So when I do,
I'm gonna say this: the Most High not gonna tell you nothing. Whatever the Most High says, He says through holy men, spiritual men. He's not gonna. The Most High gonna open.
So you don't think that the Most High can talk to you directly?
No, that's not true. It's not true, brother. The Lord not gonna open up a big face in the cloud and call you.
I didn't say that.
I'm just telling you. He's not gonna put no wayward thoughts in your head and talk to you.
So he ain't talked to our forefathers directly.
That was back then.
So now
we not even remotely close to those men on no level. Because we're going off, man.
The heavens is branch, bro. You gotta know the scriptures. We was cut off from our power, man. Once we start sinning and going off, He cut us off from that.
So we don't have no.
Now we have
the heavens is
now we have the comforter. We have the comforter for our hope and understanding, and we have various men, all right, elders or apostles to give us understanding things too. The Lord not dealing with us like that. Now we always hear people in church. The Lord talking to you. The Lord not talking to people, man. He's not talking. And get some scriptures on that too.
So when the Messiah said that we would do greater works than He, what does that mean? Educate. Educate. What does it mean?
He's talking about spiritual power, which you don't believe in. But this book of Acts chapter 8, verse 27.
We believe in him.
We believe in it.
Like I said, he said that because that might be a part of the script that you might wrestle with, might go over your head. But that's talking about. That's talking about in the near future of having spiritual power and having the ability to do those things.
Manipulate elements.
Because even
water to wine.
Back then, the men of the Lord had spiritual powers. Yeah. Right? Even in this time, when these things go down and on this end of society collapsing, the Lord gonna allow men, grant men with spiritual powers, man. You know?
I agree. I agree that he's definitely giving spiritual powers. Being considered the 144, etc. But at the same time, I do believe that the Most High, regardless if he talking to him directly, but I think that it's a way that the Most High can convey his message to us to be able to do his work.
Similar to about a prophet
10 and 12. 12
yeah,
I got it.
10 and 12.
I got it.
Yeah, you understand, we got a mediator. That's your whole shot. The Lord ain't dealing with us like that, man.
Yeah,
He's not
that's
dealing
what
with
I'm
us.
talking about. I'm just talking the Messiah words.
Go ahead, bring them out, man.
I got that similitude.
Bring up.
This is Hosea 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets and have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
Yeah. The ministry of the prophet, we are the mouthpiece of the Lord. So the Lord bestows what he wants said and done by the prophets, by the men of the Lord, man. Not by our own belly, our own minds, saying what the Lord said. We don't never talk like that. The Lord ain't dealing with us.
I don't talk like that. I never said that.
You said the Lord told you something.
I never said that, bro. I never said the Lord told me.
He didn't say that, bro.
I never said the Lord told me that.
Hey, I got this one on.
Hey, go ahead,
This is Acts chapter 8, verse 27. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopians, it says, was returning and sitting in his chariot reading Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understand thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me?
Except some man should guide me. Now, every man that wants to be a student, all right, under this thing of ours, has to have holy man under them guiding them, man. Giving them the teachings, man. Right and correct way. You know?
Like I said,
you can't teach yourself.
I do. I'm not saying that, teaching.
I'm just telling the truth.
You got a man?
Nah, it's just a friend.
Huh?
It's just a friend.
Yeah, we do everything in order, so you gotta a man
I called him, he don't answer.
You gotta be quiet, man. You got a man you dealing with, you gotta be quiet in the church, man. We don't deal with women like that. We keep order. This is church, man.
I don't go there.
The Lord said, with two or more gathered in my name, there I'm in the midst. So you gotta order for order. Go ahead. That's the scripture. Because it's like, for instance, if your woman was to go to, for instance, if you was to go to church, like you go to the church house, right? And your woman, your pastor go to teach you, talking to your woman, that's disrespectful. That's all, man.
First Corinthians 14 to 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak.
Why?
But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
Right.
So what?
And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
Right. The woman is supposed to be coming to you for answers, not another man. That's how we have adultery get involved. The pastor's always taking some man's woman in the back, and then the next thing you know, he's popping.
So why did Shaul say that?
That's another man.
Yeah, so she being ordered, man. That's order.
During that specific time, but during that specific time, and it's up to you guys to go research it yourself.
No, that's general. That's a general thing. Ain't that time, that's period.
During that specific time, the woman during that time, they were worshiping the god Athenas. So they were worshiping the god Athenas. So that's why during that time, they were in there talking. And, said, are they married?
Yeah, don't they have husbands today? So the law still applies to them.
But that doesn't say that doesn't
say the law.
That's
That's the Torah. He's quoting the Torah.
That doesn't say that
He's
women
quoting the Torah.
should not.
What is that?
speak.
Bugged out, man.
You know what I mean? Should not say anything. When the
Right.
Most High brung the people out of Mizraim,
What kind
right?
of R&B
When the
music you like
when the
from
Most
the
High
90s?
brought
I
the
like
people out of
LMA.
Mizraim, who did he bring the
You let
people
your
out of
woman talk.
Mizraim
You
with?
let your woman talk to other men.
Huh? Who
Let
did he
your woman.
bring
You let your woman
who
talk to
did he
other
bring
men.
the people out of Mizraim with?
Come on, man. You let your woman talk to other men.
How? Who was the three people that
He just
he
fighting,
brought
man.
the people
I
out
don't
of
know, so
Mizraim?
don't ask me. Don't even look at me. I ain't studying
Who was the
social
three
studies.
people when he brought them out of Mizraim?
Look, bro. We dealing with a whole. You jumping around.
I'm
We
just trying to make my
We
point.
dealing with order up here. There's order in the Bible, man. You need a woman to
Who
have
was
not.
the three people that he
Woman,
brought
hey,
our
bro.
people out of Mizraim with?
Hey, bro.
Can anybody answer?
What does that have to do with your salvation? What that has to do with anything that we're talking about? It has nothing to do with that.
We were just talking about the young lady that was here.
And she's going
I'm trying to tell you.
We're telling you about
So he
order.
brought
We're telling you about the Torah.
Moses, Aaron, and who else?
Talking about Miriam? What happened when she spoke? Out of line. What happened?
But regardless
He
of the
just
fact,
cut it
no,
short.
regardless,
He
he's
just
no
cut it short.
regardless. He's
No
bro-
regardless. That's your example.
Listen.
You just brought an example that
But
proves women
what I'm
not supposed
saying
to
is
do
the
no
Most High
regardless
uses
of what.
women to get his work
When
done.
Miriam
Y'all
spoke
can't
out of
say
line,
that.
What happened
she
to
got
her?
leprosy.
Bro,
She was cursed.
The
cursed.
Most
You just
High
cut
uses
yourself.
women.
No, he
cut
doesn't.
yourself.
No, he doesn't.
You just cut yourself.
My mama. Our moms are not teachers at home. Come on now, y'all
My
playing
mama ain't
games.
right. My mama ain't
Why
right.
everybody fucked up?
Women ain't right.
You think
Guys,
women
I
teach
thought
you
he
in the
did.
scriptures?
I gave him this. I thought he was going to use Deborah. I thought he was going to use
The
Deborah.
board too, bro.
Who Deborah was getting information from?
But regardless of the fact he used
Regardless,
it,
regardless. But
You just want to be right.
the Most High, the Most
She
High,
was getting information from
did
the
the Most High use it?
yes.
Okay then.
Did he
Why-
use her to teach Israel the commandments?
Then why though?
No, he didn't.
Why though?
That was a punishment too. You hear me? To have a woman over
Yeah.
a man.
Yeah, it was a punishment that the Lord was
Like I
doing.
said, I
Jake
agree with
likes
some
that
of the
too.
stuff
Jake
y'all said.
likes
I
simple.
agree with, you know,
That's
some of
what's
the
going
stuff
on.
y'all
I got a
said.
precept.
Hey man, we dealing with the scriptures, man. We don't.
I'm
You
dealing
want
with
that
the
Hebrews
scriptures
out?
too.
That Hebrews?
Yeah, go ahead. We don't deal with you brought up women.
So, hey,
Order.
y'all, since I understand, right, and y'all congregation, like, sure, y'all don't allow women to speak.
Right. And then, like I said, and they don't have a man, they can just be quiet. You know? Really, truly stay at home. Because you know why? No, and look, you know why we say stay at home? Because you know what happens out here? We get in fights out here sometimes. We get the police called on us.
Why? Y'all
Because-
operate in the spirit.
No, because of what we teach.
Paul went in the spirit. Peter that got thrown into a prison house.
They weren't in the spirit?
So,
You understand?
yeah, they was in the spirit.
We put up pictures like this offense.
That
We get
is
in fight.
offensive.
We get it. Is this the Lord though?
I don't know. That seems important. I don't know who that is.
So why? Yeah, he going to fit people that don't know who this is. So we get into fights out here. This ain't no place for no woman, man. Right? I've been out here on the highway. They got have shootings out here. All type of shit going on out here, man. Stabbings. We get into shit. So why would you have women out here? This is the battlefield, man.
I understand that point of view, but I just don't agree with women not being able to speak.
You're in the spirit.
Yeah, you're not.
in the spirit.
I'm not in the spirit.
This,
But y'all out here getting some
You
fights.
just read in the scriptures that the woman's
what
supposed
you
to
think?
be
What you think happened out there with the Lord? Give me the one with marketplace.
Acts 17.
I got another one on my phone where they say when the Lord taught, riots and shit broke out, man. What you think would happen in the Bible when the Lord when they want to put hands on the Lord? Because the things he was saying, they wanted to fight
But
him.
he went out there fighting, you know?
Yes, he would. Hey man, what you think they were doing?
Peter,
What you think was going
Peter
on?
brought out the sword a little bit, you know what I mean? He's gonna do his thing, but the
He
most,
think-
I mean,
see, what do you think?
he told him chill out though, right?
What do you think?
He told him chill out, right?
There was a problem.
But regardless,
Man,
he told him chill out though, right? He told him chill out though.
Did the Lord
They
not
wanna
go
get
over a
busy.
table and whip niggas with a cat and
Beat
nine
him with a
tails?
whip.
That
In
happened,
the
yes or
temple,
no?
did he not go in the temple and
Yeah,
whip?
he flipped over the table.
So
and
it got
everything.
nasty.
got
It got
physical.
nasty. It got violent.
The Lord wasn't spiritual?
But what were they doing?
Was the Lord
They were defiling the house, right?
Exactly. What
But
are our
that's-
people doing today?
This year,
They're defiling
right
the
now.
temple of the Lord.
So you saying y'all split up in the churches and stuff?
No, we didn't say that. You put words in our mouth.
This Acts 17.
Man, you ain't so slick as you think you is.
Yeah, bro. You
Man,
on a low
you
level,
think
bro.
you slicking in fucking motor oil.
I'm not trying to be slick.
You trying to be
Trying
slick.
very
Y'all
hard to
just
slick.
can't deal with the questions that I'm
Man, you ain't
Yes,
coming
no,
with nothing. What are you talking about?
Bro, I am coming with something.
You've been cutting. No,
You
don't
brought up
think
Miriam
that.
as an example of
You
why
cut
women should
yourself,
speak.
man.
And when she spoke, the
I'm
Lord
just
plagued
saying,
her.
all
You're
I'm saying,
bugged out.
all I'm saying is
He
that the Most High
definitely
uses
This
women.
Acts 17
So
and
when you
17.
see,
don't.
when you see the
No, he don't.
wow.
Therefore disputed he in the synagogue with the
No, he
Jews
don't.
and with the devout persons and in the market daily with them that met with him.
What the word disputed means?
Man, you work. You bring the Hamashiach too, right? Bro, you worshiping women, man.
I'm not worshiping women.
You a woman worshiping, man.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
That's what you doing.
Hey,
I'm
up here we
being
believe
myself.
women should be
I got one.
subservient to men. And that's according to the
So,
scriptures.
I'm gonna ask you this. You
That's
believe?
not according to Genesis.
I'm gonna ask you this. You believe men and
Revelation
women
21.
50-50?
Was she not a help me?
Hey.
What does a help me?
What does a woman mean?
What does a help
What
me?
does a woman mean?
What does a help
When you
me?
help somebody, you're a servant to them.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of a woman, man?
Why would women
What's
create?
the purpose of a woman, man?
You tell me. I don't know.
Get him. Genesis
We don't
3:16.
suck toes up here. We don't suck toes or listen to R&B.
Drink bath water.
That's good.
You don't drink the woman bath water, man. No. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's Revelations chapter 21, verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men.
Hold on, wait. How am I
Oh, no.
Did not Job say curse be the devil's born and something about the
Hey, through women come through death, through the woman
all
come death.
die, man.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you.
Listen to this, Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Yeah, man.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman,
So that
and
means that
desire
women
not
can't
her
speak?
pleasure. Not
That means
her
that women
pleasure.
can't speak
We
in the
just read that women can't speak in the church. What is wrong with you, bro?
But I just told you.
You just read it.
But I just told you what that came
lied.
about.
And it's wrong. You said, that talks about because they were worshiping athletes.
So you
Then
saying that I
said,
lied?
Yes, because it says in that same scripture, thus saith the law. He's quoting the Torah, which you claim to believe in. You're claiming to believe in the Torah.
That man all over the place, man.
So you shaking your head, but you're not dealing with reality.
I am
Apostle
dealing with
Paul
reality.
was quoting the Torah.
I actually believe.
When was the Torah written?
I'm gonna just say
Was
you
the Torah
actually
written in
believe
Rome?
what you saying.
Was the Torah written in Rome? Yes or no?
No.
So if Apostle Paul is quoting the Torah, that everything you just said was completely a lie. You just lied on the Bible, bro.
How I just lie on the Bible?
Because the
Man,
scripture
that
says,
man.
keep silence in the churches as saith the law.
Yes,
What is
because
the law?
during that
What is-
time, the women were talking like
Bro,
they were
the
talking
Torah was
crazy
written
about.
before that. The law was already there. So why would the law say keep silence in the church?
And it ain't done away with.
That man.
So
You
show
shake
me
your
that.
head,
Show
but
me
you
that.
got the Torah.
Show me that in the Torah.
So you don't believe Paul was quoting the
Show
Torah?
me that in the Torah.
It's in Genesis 3:16. You can read it.
Go
I
ahead,
thought you
read
knew the Torah.
Read it. Show me that in
You
the
can
Torah.
read it.
Obviously, I can't read because I'm
I
everywhere.
mean,
right?
obviously.
Show me that in the Torah.
But here's the
You
point, though. Here's the
Man.
point. So
Show me
Paul
that
was
in the
lying.
Torah.
So
You
Paul
can't.
was lying.
Show me that in the
Was
Torah.
Paul lying? Yes or no?
Show me that in the Torah.
I'm holding it. I'm
Yeah,
holding
bring
it.
it up, hold it.
But this
I
is my
wanna see
question.
this.
And this is the issue
This is
that
my
you
question,
have,
though.
right?
When Paul
Because
said,
y'all don't
"Thus saith
understand
the
that
law,"
there's different
why is
laws.
he quoting the law?
How many laws are there? How many laws are there?
A lot.
A lot. What's a lot?
You close?
Regardless if I
close?
get the, I know I'm close, but regardless if I get the number.
Man, you about to say 10 commandments, man.
You're not squirming around it, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
you about to say
He
it.
said Apostle Paul
I gotta say-
commanded the women to keep silence because they were worshiping gods in Athens.
Yes.
Why was he quoting the Torah?
Show me where he's quoting the Torah.
So you don't believe it's
Show me where he's quoting the Torah. You
You
can't.
don't know. You don't know.
He don't know.
He need us. He need us.
Show
to-
me.
He trying to
Show
act
me
like
what-
he knows.
He gonna say, I
It's
know.
the
No,
front. This is all
I
the
think
front.
After you read it,
Just
he'll
show
say,
me.
I
It's
know.
the front.
All right,
You
if you
don't
show me, then I'll be quiet.
Christian.
Show me.
Christian.
Show me where he's quoting the Torah.
Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. He's talking about birth pains. You're aware of that, right?
No, I'm not going.
Okay. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Where does it say women that shouldn't speak, though? It don't. All right.
What does that mean to rule over thee?
It don't mean that you can't speak. Come
It doesn't.
on now. When we see,
bro. You fight for
I'm just trying. All I'm saying is I don't agree.
Oh, why he got this?
That's your brother. You still holding the Timothy? Not Timothy. Corinthians.
I got the one of Timothy too.
Yeah, bring it out, man.
This 1 Corinthians 11. You gotta start from the top.
Go ahead.
Be ye followers of me.
Hold on, can you pause, man? I'm gonna agree with you.
Get in the King James, man.
King James, man.
Change it to the King James.
King James?
Change it to the King James, man. I'm trying to find out what kind of Israelite he is, though, man.
He's a simple Israelite. You know what kind of Israelite he is. I've been watching IUIC.
What you got again, T?
1 Corinthians.
Chapter
11. Very top. He's an Israelite.
Israel.
The point is in 3. But I'm gonna read from 1. So
Y'all can say whatever y'all want. I appreciate it, man. Y'all can talk.
Man, we pulling your leg like you trying to pull our leg, man.
I ain't mad at you, bro.
I'm sorry. 1 Corinthians 1, chapter 11 from the very top. Verse 1. We're gonna go to 3. 3 is the point. All right, bro.
Come on, man.
That's a demon, bro.
This 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of the Mashiach, Yahushua. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance. What ordinance mean?
The commandments and the statutes.
That's the decrees.
Right.
It says, as I delivered them to you, like he kept telling you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man. That's plain. And the head of the Mashiach is our power. Yahweh.
What does it say that women can't speak?
You just read it in the 14th chapter,
Bro,
but you don't agree with Apostle Paul because you're not in the spirit. That's why every time we read something in the Bible, you shake your head, you say, oh, that don't mean that, that ain't talking about that, because you're not in the spirit, bro.
Hey, when you the head over something, you the rule over it. That's why when he read to you in Genesis to rule over her. Hold on, brother, let me explain. To rule over her. When it was the rule over her, you know what that means? The woman cause and create confusion. That's why when you go to 2 verses up in 1 Corinthians 14, it says the Lord is not the author of confusion. That's why the woman got to keep silence. When you go to 2 Timothy, read that.
God, I'm going to start.
This is it, bro. This is got to connect the precepts.
I'm going to jump to it. This is 1 Timothy 1 verse 1.
Yeah.
Paul, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, by the commandment of the Most High, our Savior and Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, which is our hope, unto Timothy, my son in the faith, grace, mercy, and peace from the Most High our Father, and Yahushua HaMashiach our Lord. Now I'm going to jump to verse 2 and 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man.
Because she got to be under rule. Subjection means under rule. All right? So she has to be under the rule of the man.
I agree with that.
So Paul giving you the order. So if she under the rule of the man speak. Get Proverbs 8 and 4. Oh, sons of men I call. My flock is with men. The Lord dealing with the men. The woman got to get taught at home, brother. That's it. She not supposed to be a pastor. So any woman pastor you see, that's off. All right? It don't matter how you feel.
I agree with the pastor, bro.
Period. So if the pastor can't speak, regular men.
Even dealing with other regular men.
It don't matter. Like, listen, the woman's supposed to be at home. he had in Timothy what the woman's supposed to be doing.
If she with you, she's supposed to ask you. She's supposed to
On
ask
the
the
roof.
question through you.
Through you.
That's the order thing.
Like I said,
Because, like I say, brother, have you heard the stories about women in church dealing with the pastor? Next thing you hear about the pastor popping, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you let another man teach your woman.
Yeah.
She gonna come at home wrestling with that shit with you.
Yeah, whatever.
So, Pastor so-and-so,
See,
so-and-so
that's
said,
what you based it off of.
Why she gotta be quiet?
That's the truth, man.
It keeps order. It's all about order. So if this is the order,
I'm like I said. So you saying you let your woman have a whole?
I believe what?
Whole other thing going on over there with another guy?
I don't know what you mean by whole thing, but I'm
Bible
okay.
study.
I'm secure in myself, and I'm okay with my wife, my Isha, whatever the case may be, to converse with somebody that's a different a male or figure or whatever the case may be. Like, regardless, like, because why does it have to be an assumption that, let's just say, for example, right? If I talk to that young lady right there, right? If she was to talk to me, why does it have to be an assumption that I'm trying to get in between her legs?
That's not even what we're saying, bro.
I know, but I'm based off of what he just said about the pastor. Next thing you know, they talking blah blah blah.
That was an analogy. That was an example. That was one analogy.
It happens
Of disorder. That happens though.
all the time.
You know that.
So that's what I'm saying.
You got it.
I'm based off
Hold on,
of
brother,
my
listen.
security, and with my wife, if she decided to talk or have a conversation with my boy, I don't think that they're gonna. You know what I mean?
You don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
that.
you don't think that.
know that. But you naive. Listen, bro, you just being naive. You gotta know. You don't even know the stand. Like you don't even know a woman. But that's neither here nor there. But go ahead.
Not saying you're gonna hit his old lady.
Yeah.
Not saying.
We're not saying that. You don't expect that to happen, but that don't mean that's gonna happen, bro. That's what we saying. So in order to kill confusion, you what? You cut it off before it starts.
You think men can be friends with women?
No.
I can't be no friend with no woman. I don't know how to do it.
Sexual attraction.
That's it. We got nothing else in common. I don't have any woman that's a woman. I can't be her friend. Like, I'm talking about as far as we deal and we don't deal with each other.
So we're talking about in the scriptures, man, because we deal with the scriptures. The scriptures tell us how you set up structure and order, man.
He got it right here.
Right?
This is
And they tell you about what you
saying.
Now what you saying too. Get the one with the older woman.
We got it.
Okay, keep
Now,
going.
doing herself. Yeah, with the sobriety. I told her,
This is 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, which
Not
shame
dressing like a whore, man.
That's what my woman's saying.
Right, go ahead.
in modest apparel with shamefacedness in sobriety.
it's sobriety. You know what sobriety means? All right. What do it mean?
Sobriety?
Yeah, I just called you on that one.
Nor with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
And say something about the age woman.
The age it's up. Same when you go up. You start at 9.
No.
Go up a little. We got
Go ahead, you can find out.
it should be right there. It's the same.
Yeah, I got it.
Titus.
This is Titus 2
Okay,
and 3.
Go ahead.
The aged women likewise.
Meaning the one, and you look up, I think age, it goes into a woman that's like 65 or more, man. That, really don't have a husband. Go ahead.
Widow.
The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine. But yeah, this is Titus 2 and 3 again. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
What?
Obedient to their own husbands.
That's what the older woman, if there was an account of an older woman being in church, that's what the older woman supposed to do to the young woman. Because if she's older, 65 and up, the younger men ain't gonna want to do what with her? They ain't gonna want to pop her. They ain't gonna want to do nothing with her. She's an old woman. Right?
It ain't even, bro, they're not even supposed to be in a church house. The Lord said, Acts that he's not even in the church house.
Bro, the church is right here amongst us.
I get that. But and amongst us is order. We must do things in order. And the woman is not supposed to be here.
Right? You said the widow, right?
A woman, that older one.
Again, goes back who the Messiah tells us to go to. The widow.
Let me tell you
So
something too.
If you know y'all call yourself apostles,
I'm not
and
an
you
apostle.
go not
I'm
an
not
apostle
an apostle.
or disciples, I'm sorry, I apologize.
I'm not even a disciple. I'm just
Well, I mean, they should
teacher
or whoever, right? And Mashiach told us to go to the widow.
They ain't going to the widow.
This young lady,
not going for
nothing. What the widow mean, though? That's it. That's Israel, bro.
You just said that you just said
you
that.
gotta know the concept of that, though. When it's talking about widow, it's not just talking about a old lady. That don't.
I'm just
We
based
a
off what
widow.
you just
Israel
said,
is a widow.
I'm just based off what you just
We was
said.
a widow at the time.
Bro, I'm just based off what your boy just said.
Just real quick for you, bro. Just real quick. This is Sirach chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
That's it.
Sit not
That's
at
it.
all with another man's wife.
That's
Read
it.
again. What that say?
Sirach 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Read before that and then after that.
You don't believe that?
I said read before that and after that.
I don't have to do that, bro.
But I just want to get the concept. Yeah, come on now.
Verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. So if your man got a woman and she's attractive, you're not supposed to look on her with lust. The Lord said that.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so don't keep reading. I think I'll take my time. Look, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire. Love is kindled when you're hanging around women that you're attracted to but belong to other men. Therefore, sit not at all with another man's wife. Now, does that change what it says? Or
So you saying sit not at, so we can't even sit next to a woman. You think that's what that means? We didn't say that. You actually think that's what that means?
No, that's literally.
But what you
it means you're not supposed to be conversing quietly, secretly.
No,
with
it
another
don't.
man's
It don't.
No
say
Bible
that,
study,
right?
no
wife.
nothing.
That's literally what it
No,
means.
it don't. It said that you're not supposed to converse with.
Yeah, like you taking everything too literal.
So
Now,
first I'm too spiritual, now I'm too literal.
You was never spiritual.
Come on now.
Let's get that clear.
Now let's put some balance. We in captivity, right? So we gotta work around quote unquote co-workers and people like that. You gotta go to you see the girl at the clerk at the desk. You gotta go get your PO. You gotta go get your work. What it is the worksheet from her. You might talk to her and different shit like that, but you know in your mind that I'm not about to bring it to no other level, man. I'm just gonna get my work and go on my business, man. Because we in this captivity, we gotta deal with all this elements and shit. So we're not gonna sit up here and try to just be literal all day, man.
Because on the job, you'll have coworkers that clearly have a husband trying to hook up with you, and that's your job. You, like the brother was saying, you got to deal with them according to business, even flirt. No flirt, just deal business accordingly.
I be trying to fuck.
Man, you can't even.
Buy something. She working at the register. She pretty. I'm trying to smash.
That's what a man gonna do.
Keep it
That's
cool,
it.
but in my mind, that's what I got.
We just saying how men work. You know how most men operate, but we can't even go get the other nation women. If they got men, like we can't even deal with them, and that's the other nations. We don't even take. We don't even Esau. We don't. She got a husband. We leave her alone.
I agree with that.
But what I'm saying is, even if they got other men, and people, because men are saying that, oh, I'll go get that's the other knocker. Do no, that she got a man. Leave her alone. It's adultery. Just leave it alone.
That's good. That's good that you said that because
Just leave it alone.
There's a lot of brothers out here that
don't know that.
Right.
That's cool.
Not even that don't know that, but they think that
as other nations just go get busy. Like, nah, she got a man. Just leave it alone.
What happened with Joseph and Joseph and old girl? What her name is?
Some high up general Pharaoh wife. It wasn't Pharaoh's wife. It was some Egyptian general.
I know you're talking about when she tried to seduce him.
Yeah, he
was.
I know you're talking about.
And that what happen. It don't be the man. Most times it can be the women. But things gotta be done in order, though, man. You know.
It was good conversation. I feel like it's good conversation, and I don't feel nothing towards y'all brothers. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and hopefully y'all feel no way towards me. So
no hard feelings. It's just business up here.
I mean, so it was definitely nice to personally try, man.
What's your name? What you learn, man?
Nice to meet you.
All right. What you learned while you was up there? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nah, I mean,
come on. You can't say that. You don't want to take that.
Nah. Let me just run back.
You can put this in. It's with GMS Orlando. GMS Orlando. You must be GMS Louisiana Saints or GMS New Orleans. Put GMS Orlando. Somewhere downtown Orlando.
I don't know the city.
Potiphar.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like I said, all praises to the Most High. I mean, y'all keep doing what y'all feel like y'all need to do. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be out here, you know, doing what I feel like I need to do. So, no judgment on both ends. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day,
you gotta go back. You gotta do some studying, though, bro. You gotta go back to the drawing board and put everything on the table. Start over, man. That's what the Lord said. In order to understand the truth, you gotta become as a newborn baby. A newborn baby is a blank canvas. You can teach a child the things that need to be taught because they're innocent, they're blank.
Right.
So you gotta, just like as grown men, you gotta start all over sometimes, man. On what we've been taught, on the things of the world, different doctrines and things you done heard, traditions, man. You'll never get the truth, man. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna, you know what I mean, go back, pray, whatever the case may be, and hopefully I'll be walking in the spirit by tomorrow.
What names you gonna pray in? What name you gonna pray in? Keep it real. You've been keeping it real all day, so you said.
Most High Yahoo and
You was stuck.
Remember,
Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. It ain't be revealed to me yet. Was Shalom.
For you, we gonna hit you with
And for y'all, I'm gonna hit y'all with the Shalom.
Nah, the water, we appreciate you, bro. If somebody get edified with the camera, whatever, even you. So, all right. Lord had another day, another penny in the bank, right? You know.
I gotta find out which y'all YouTube.
Louisiana Saints 3. Louisiana Saints 3.
The sticks, not 3. The sticks, huh? The sticks.
Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just find it doing research.
So, hey, Lord willing, somebody behind the camera was edified. I mean, if he don't be, whatever the case may be, the Spirit of the Lord speaking, man. That's it. It's undefeated, man. You can't battle the Spirit of the Lord. So, again, we're going to get out of here, man, and let the demons run rampant. But our Watazah was edified, man. So, we want to give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Ogden that's pushing the truth of sincerity. So the next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala. Shalom.